What's going on, people? I just want to throw this one up. I heard this from a live stream what Kuda did. Celebrities versus YouTubers. Yeah, man. He had a fire second shift stream, man. I just want to respond to it. Um, yeah, man. I did a stream yesterday. This ain't gonna be much. I mean, it's kind of like a open panel. Some fun and some logic. I'm just gonna put it in here. And how to do and style. I'm gonna put it nonprofit. Yeah, I'm just gonna fuck around. I'm gonna let the troll a little bit. Yeah, man. I'm just going in here, man. These celebrities trying to take over. What's going on, American Negro? Salute, man. Yeah, it was crazy over meals today. But I had to make this title, man. These celebrities, man, they don't know how to handle these spaces. All I gotta say is they be tripping like bullets, and they just, I just don't see people just coming through. Like, I'm just gonna get my thoughts out. Like, what I'm seeing right now, these people be talking about a lot of stuff. I see Bernie Purvis over there kissing off RSB's channel. Then he had Poor Man what you call it, podcast over there, Thunder and Ike. Interesting panel. Celebrities, they laughing at us right now, man. I ain't even worried about food that got 1 million. And the celebrities looking at us like, those are YouTubers, right? And Kuda's voice, I'm a small, big YouTuber. YouTubers. Yeah. Yeah, what's going on, dude? I mean, it's just crazy. I didn't want to do a stream today, but I had to do one because I looked at Kuda's stream and I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. This is insane. You know what I mean? It was crazy last night. I was in the third. I think it was a live stream, and then he did with the shoes. It's fucking funny as hell, man. Like me and Ism said, Kuda had the awkward taste in shoes, man. It was so fucking funny as hell. He said, I laugh because everyone wants to be in Hollywood, and I'm in Hollywood every day, and everyone in Hollywood wants to be on YouTube. Facts. That's why I named the title, Celebrities versus YouTubers. Yeah, man. It's fucking crazy as hell, man. Like, people just want to be seen for the moment. I'm just over here chilling, man. Like, these people be acting crazy over here. Like, I know Sheed and Kane is gonna be what the Gold P is going to have like a face off or something. And then I was on the stream on the panel. I saw a discussion with Beasley with about Anger Man and BGS thing, and he had an interesting stream about it, which is kind of crazy to me. And then I think they had Rudamp and everybody, which is fine. It's like, you do what you got to do, and I'm not even worried at this point. But yeah, man, it's just like people just want to be about fame at this point. It's just like what I said in my recent streams. I mean, people want too much fame. I mean, I'll do a stream tomorrow on some zodiacs. That's all I'm going to talk about. And the first half of it's not going to be an open panel. I'm just going to explain the water signs. Then the earth signs may be an open panel because I don't know who's going to be streaming those days. But, I got them scheduled. And then the last one will be the two fires. I think the fire signs and the, I'll say air signs, because those are the two signs I'm going to do next on July 4th. And that's going to be an afternoon stream. That's going to be long. Okay, I'm gonna break everything down. But the final astrology signs, the quality signs, that's gonna be on the 6th. That's gonna be a long stream. I have to break them down and put the links out there so y'all can look at it. But then the other two streams I gotta do is chat room battle. That's gonna be like a somewhat of a rant, somewhat of it's just a little banter, And then the other one is how to maintain content. That may be an open panel. We'll see how that goes. But just anyways, man, we out here, man. We ain't even tripping. So Oh, what's going on, man? Salute. Yeah, who's in here? Oh, okay. They saluting each other. Okay. Yeah, man. Just like the title says, celebrities versus YouTubers. YouTubers. We all become little bitty YouTubers. Acting a fool right now, but we're not even at the level of gear yet. And I think Kuda said it best, man. It's just crazy. When you mention gear to these individuals, they just want to snap. Ramil's panel was interesting today. I'm just gonna say it right now. It is interesting today. Let me check my community tab, and you know what I'm talking about. Watch that stream. Shouts out to BMT Black Men Travel, and I think he's gonna do like a 2.0. I'm gonna check out his video later. Um, After I get off here, probably tomorrow, something like that. You know, I might check it out later. And the Logic Sphere, yeah, he shouted me out in the chat. He said, "Is it fun or reality?" I said, "Uh oh," and that's crazy. And then I shared the hyena thing with shouts out DS1. That was a good serious topic. Oh, we here, just relax. Yeah. He said Friday relax. That was a good stream. It was 3 hours. And he made some very good great points in that stream. Break it down. How many people that's not ready? He's been saying this and he's been consistent. So he's absolutely right. You know, you gotta step your game up, which we will in due time until I get myself right in the future. So I'm just trying to work it out on a little something. So on the table, we're on fire right now. So Roger had a good stream. Women are the oppressors of women. That's a good one. Ramil had one. Don't Did black men fuck up the travel game with simping, which is a reach by Ramil, but BMT, it was some little drama with Zero and Fighter Complex, man. That's some funny shit. That's some funny shit. And then Third World went in on Zero. I stayed out of that, and then he got tight, man. That's some funny shit. Oh my god, man. I've been I've been on fire lately. And then Kuda started laughing about the chat, and he tried to say 100 and started laughing because he saw old boy done came back from his naval trip. But you know, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not tripping, I'm not crying over here. I'm just doing my content and trying to stay out of it. Because mainly they just tripping over some bullshit. And I'm over here just getting my mind right over here and just doing this decent content that I've always done. So, you know, I've got some tomorrow. Talk about little zodiacs and little characteristics and little esoteric things that got on that site. And I got the link ready and just on fire. He said, what panel was that? That was on Ramil's panel when he interviewed Black Men Travels. And he was talking about Colombia, with some crazy shit new. So as what I'm saying, man, it's just like I'm here. Just gonna put this in the chat, and I'm gonna pin it, and I'm gonna talk for a minute. Cause let me get my 10 minutes and 30 minutes in, because I know people is bouncing around because they got things to do. I'm just gonna pin the message in here. So as what I was saying, like, today's been crazy. I think celebrities is laughing. They look at this content, they be like, say, what the hell this nigga talking about? And I'm over here like, look, you hijack certain people in these spaces, and then people be complaining about it. And then the title, like it says, like you got celebrities versus YouTubers. I'm a YouTuber. You know, like my boy Kuda said, but you know, it's some funny shit. I'm just playing right now. Oh God. But you know how it is. It's just, I mean, the Bill Cosby thing, the crypto with Ty City. Shouts out to him with that great stream. They didn't listen to him. I listened to his content. I listened to his old stuff, and it's just funny as hell, man. And last night was funny too. I think Kuda showed them shoes, and I just really died. It was like, what the fuck is that, Kuda? I had to go to bed. I was tired. You know, I didn't want to stay up too late because it was like a 10-hour stream. I keep knocking the streams down. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's crazy. But the beginning of the string, I think I came through, or midway, we was talking, it's just like, you know, and that's just funny. Why are niggas are so concerned with celebrities? Well, you got to tell Kuda that, that ain't me. I'm just laughing at him. I don't give a fuck about celebrities either, but I'm just saying, like, they versus YouTubers, man. Like, you got people tripping about Kwame Brown and things like that. It's funny. To me, it's funny. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be fine. It's just them niggas be complaining about it. Like, say, man, they taking our talking points, man. I thought we was YouTubers. YouTuber. You know, I thought we was YouTuber. That's how they sound. Niggas be complaining about relationships too much. I mean, I know there's some married men in the chat. Salute to them, to the brothers that's holding their families down. No shots at the marriage. I mean, that's a good thing. It's a balance between the two. It's in our culture. But the sphere is trying to help certain ones. But and that's why you got channels like Roger and a few other men that try and correct your mistakes. But the single man, he's having fun, dashing and smashing, being barbaric. But hey, he said niggas need to get a life for real. Yeah, they do. A lot of them do know. But it's funny, man. It's just they cry a lot about the same old shit. I see it over at Rogers, see it in the chats, in Ramil's, in panels. But Kuda's been consistent. His stuff is entertainment. He wants to take it to the next level, which is cool. That's why I like his channel. It's so diverse. It's not I wouldn't say educational intellectually. It's more well balanced. He'll drop little gems there and there. We stick on topic, but we circle back to the topic. That's one thing I like about his channel. We build off of that shit. And he had a good stream today too. I couldn't stay because he checked them niggas that don't like his channel. Shouts out to him too. He's a good brother. Please subscribe to him. Support his channel. He said something very valuable. If you don't fuck with me, he said something, but it's very, very real. Clubbed him over the head and dragged him back to my cave. But I'm not barbaric. No, you're a fool, boy. Yeah, but that's how it is, man. Like, get your content out here. I'll talk about that some more. I would say this coming up next week. After I get done with the Zodiac weekends. So you know how it is. It's just crazy, man. And I'm just saying, like, and Islam said in the chat in the RSP, he said, "Did I just hear game?" Oh man, it's wild, man. You just got to look at yourself and know what's going on, and that's just me. But yeah, I'm not even worried. Like, what did my title say? Okay, some fun and logic, open discussion. Yeah, it ain't nothing serious. I mean, people be tripping. They said, what does he mean by YouTubers? That's what you niggas sound like. Worrying about celebrities and Kwame and all them dudes coming in. I'm just a small YouTuber. I'm a big YouTuber versus a celebrity. Be like All Elite Wrestling commercial off of TNT. All Elite Wrestling. I do the Manosphere and Deathlock. I drop bombs. I'm defeating the gynocracy with the sharpshooter. Because I'm a big YouTuber. That's how these niggas be tripping, man. Big YouTuber. But it's just crazy, man. Like, I'm starting to die, man. I'm starting to die, man. It's just funny. Man. Man. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, Platinum is streaming? Oh my God. My Lord, is he streaming? Yeah. Touch up. Yeah. I don't want to. That City done did his stream. So yeah, I mean, it's open pen. If y'all want to hit the link, I done pinned it. I ain't got much. And yeah, everybody's talking about the same thing. My God, have we not learned Cause I'm trying to be a big YouTuber. Yeah. Oh man. It's over, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. This is war, man. Like we over here tripping right now. Mm-hmm. 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 And that's what we got. Yeah. Like it's just out here. We just doing our thing. He said, I prefer smaller channels. Yeah, most people do. I think I heard that from James, but for me, it's just like, wow, I'm over here with the shits. You know, I'm just over here, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just on fire right now, and I'm just like, hey, you can solve your matrix problem, and it's called. They try to say it's StreamYards and Melum and Zoom. I was like, yep. I'll say, yup, yup. You know, it's just like I'm just having some fun with the title. Celebrities versus YouTubers. YouTuber. You know, I'm a big YouTuber. But to me, I'm a small YouTuber. I'm just effing around. Don't pay me no mind, people. Oh man, Ramil's chat is so entertaining. One thing I like about his channel, it's so entertaining because when dudes talk about traveling, and then we saw the hypocrisy in March. Like, I'm so done, man. These dudes don't know what to want to do. I ain't no game dude. I'm a square myself, but goddamn, man, like, come on with the fake internet shit. I've seen this shit for years. Like, when the fake tough guys, it's the same thing, like same concept. Like, come on, dude. What are you gonna do in life? Like, are you gonna be for real? And it's just something to see. And I'm not even tripping. I'm not even tripping. Like, it's some funny shit. And yeah, celebrities they just laughing right now. I don't think they want to take over this space. I really think they're toying with us. They're using people from YouTube trying to be celebrities, and they just want money. Yeah, they selling wolf tickets. That's all they do, man. Like, that goes from, yeah, it's both sides, but mainly the dudes that love the. I don't even like to say the word tricking, but I don't judge a man. Like, do your thing. And I agree with Fighter what he said on that panel with Zero. He wasn't there to judge. I think what he was trying to do. You have these dudes lying when they travel. About the marriage part, and I like how that segue. And you know how Ramil does. See, Ramil sneaks in with those titles, right? He comes in and just slid the title and said, "Did the black man say something fucked up or whatever?" If y'all ever watch this, I hope he doesn't take it down and put it on Patreon. He said, "We're gonna try to keep the stream clean because he has a Patreon." You know what I'm saying? And I kind of respect that, from him. Like, let me see in the community tab what he said. What's the name of that stream? And that was a good stream too. I watched it too. I was in the mall today, and it said, "Did black man fucked up the travel game with simping?" And he did that to piss uh someone off on the other side. It's funny. I think Ramil does that on purpose to get people agitated. That's his charismatic about him. The reason he does it, he's calculated with it. And Big Truck, aka Loud Truck, shouts out to him, told on himself, and then Fighter came up in there. it kind of killed the conversation, and Zero just got upset. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you downloading that stream? Yeah, yeah. Please download that stream, man, because that stream is funny. Um, and Zero got tight, because what Fighter said. He said something about him doing bitchin' knees and shit like that. I'm like, come on, Zero. Fighter didn't care, boy. He stood tall, boy. And Third Ward was getting under his skin in that chat room. But see, he don't like Third Ward, Columbia. So I already know. And it's, shouts out to Third Ward. But he got on his skin. I mean, Ramil's panels be entertaining, man. It's just Fighter came up in there and just killed that Colombian conversation, traveled to Colombia. And then they asked him about the single mothers rate. which is kind of funny. That new you need to see that stream. It's ridiculous. Dudes getting married over there and shit. Like, shouts out to Ramil. That's a great stream. And I was in the mall listening to what they were saying. I couldn't get on the panel. I was like, nah, I was running errands. You know what I mean? I was doing my thing, and I think I shopped and got me some shirts at Burlington Coat Factory. I told that to Kuda, and I chilled. I had Willies and shit. Just doing my thing. But for me, I'm just doing my own content and just chilling. I just want to throw this up. This ain't a throwaway stream. This is something I just want to put up and just say, hey, I did something about it, and like, hey, I'm just gonna be here. Just get my mind loose up in here for a minute. But I'm not even worried. I mean, yesterday was crazy. To be honest with you, I enjoyed it. I sounded great. I just have the little mortgage at the end. I'm gonna control that. I mean, these new headsets. I'm gonna get better headsets in the future with the mic on it. Then I'm gonna try to invest in the microphone. I really love the Quadcaster. I may get that or something dynamic. I'm gonna work on something. Or Best Buy. I want to see what type of mics they got. I'm gonna try a microphone or something, or a headset or wireless, but I will. That's something I'm thinking about this summer or the fall to get. You know what I mean? Because right now I'm just trying to elevate my content, trying to be creative. I've cammed up before on Kuda's a lot and everybody else's. But yeah, just like the title says, celebrities versus YouTubers. YouTuber. He said something in that stream, self stream. It was about Friday Relax, and he said, yeah, they just come taking shit, and he already predicts what's going to happen. He said O'Shea was going to fix the manosphere, but it's already too late, man. Then he said somebody, Angry Man's not going to fix it either. Obsidian, of course. It's funny right now, but the superstar we already got to know is Red Sings of Blues, man. Go subscribe to his channel for some great content. I know he's streaming right now because, I'm letting him get his count in. But I just had to throw this one up because I thought I was going to throw this around 7. But since the game is not on, let me tell you something. The playoff game is tomorrow, right? I'm going to be chilling. But it'll be like, 8:30 in Atlanta? So that means I can go longer tonight. A little longer tonight. I'll see. And yeah, the links pinned. You can come up and we could talk this, because I'm going to keep going. I'm probably may go 40 minutes or more. But yeah, man, I saw several streams, man. It's just funny and entertainment. But the one I liked the most was Sheep. He had the last stream about, what was it? The hyena thing. That was a good stream. And Todd City had 2 streams. I think he had the other one about the Bitcoin and all that. And then we was talking in the chat. And he was doing his stream with the one. Old boy didn't want to tell him the truth about the Bitcoin thing. He was right. It's based off his old channel. I've been following his channel for a while. That had me dying. That had me dying. I'm not gonna lie. That had me dying. And then I went over to Kuda's and I had him on 2 different devices. I had Todd City on my phone and this Chromebook I got right now streaming for you from the Chromebook, y'all. And with Kuda. And there was a troll in there trying to offer him some money. It was one of Hammer's trolls, like Hammer, right? The one that bought viewers and subscribers, man. I told you about cloud chasing, getting that shit. His stuttering self. He needs a speech therapist bad. I feel sorry for the young man. I don't want to make fun of him on this panel and be like, what? I'm going to leave him alone. Because he thinks he's a YouTuber. That's what he thinks. How can we fight celebrities, man? I mean, I'm not saying the manosphere needs to fight, but I'm talking about YouTubers in general. But then they call us YouTubers. YouTuber. I'm just playing with y'all, but don't get discouraged, man. Do your content, man. Like you be all right. I mean, Kwame done effed up. Someone tried to get smart with me in Art of New Style. I'm like, dude, sit your ass over there and actually do some content, you inconsistent ass. I mean, please. I know Art of New Style is gonna be bullshit tonight. I mean, shouts out to Art, but but I know it's gonna be some bullshit in the chat in the panel tonight. Cause watch, it'd be a lot of dudes be on some bullshit over there. But usually the way it is, and some nigga shit would happen. Well, you could say that, but according to Kuda, I mean, don't let that boy lie to you, man. Like they still, I still wouldn't give him a pass for what he did, man. That was some sucker shit that he did, trying to buy views and shit. I know he had a program. He sees he's a computer guy, no shots at him, but I wouldn't have done that at his age. I would have stuck with the copyrighted stuff like I used to do back in, I would say 2007 on my old channel and evolve and then transition. But the young man just needs guidance, man. Like I try to help him. I would say the beginning of the year, and it's just like, see, this is why I don't trust millennials in general, man. They think they know the game and they just want to say, hey, I'm gonna shit on you. Then I'm gonna do some content, then he has a stuttering problem, man. I feel sorry for the dude, man. He needs a speech therapist bad. Like when he talks about the relationship stuff, it's just it's just disgusting at this point. Because what I look at it is when these young dudes learning about the sphere, right, and they use the PUA talking points, it's embarrassing. And then they want to talk about their relationship gurus. And life coaches is very similar to that as well. They're worse too. And it's sad. Why has everybody got to be a damn coach? Why they got to be a P? I mean, really, it's just, I never agree with the PUA concept. I understand the pickup artist industry, but it's kind of played out. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of agree with Ty said. Like, yeah, they don't care. They don't give a fuck, man. They just gonna railroad you, and it's sad, but but he ain't the only one. It's a lot of young dudes like him, like that in college, man. He shared his screen, and we saw his bot program running in the background. Yeah. That's what hurt him. Yeah, and his antics was too transparent, but I thought his speech seemed to be improving. He's getting a little better, but but I'm just saying before is just he just need to learn to breathe. And I forget I went to school with a guy that used to stutter. His name was Freddie, a white guy. They told him to slow down and breathe, with his brain or something. Because when you overthink too much, you start to stutter. It's a speech impediment. I tell you, the greatest people that have a speech impediment, Tiger Woods. Now I know y'all don't like Sleepy Joe. He has one. Yeah, he's president, but you know, you got a lot of famous people that got speech impediments and got by. You know what I mean? I ain't saying Hammer's gonna be great now. I ain't gonna say he's great. I'm not gonna put that on him. Now, if he, I mean, hey, anything's possible in America, right? From YouTubers, from YouTubers versus celebrities, huh? Oh, I ain't ish, but I'm just saying, man. It's sad, man. Like you got youngsters out here believing this hype shit, but protect the man of all costs. I said, protect the what? All costs my ass. Hell, I ain't protecting no man. Hell, it's your fault. If you trust a female or female, it is your fault. Like Ty City said. I wouldn't pay him no mind. I wouldn't even pay him no mind. No, I wouldn't either. He's a young man. Look. At his age, I believe he's 20 or 21. At his age, I was improving my content. When I was his age, that age, early YouTube, before this new format of live streams, of StreamYards, Melon, Zoom, all these apps, and these internet things and devices, right? All we had was pre-records, right? And at the time, or copyright, YouTube allowed that a little bit, but they clamped down on it in 2008. But see, I got away with it. I had a viral video of the Gumby movie, and I did something very similar to that. But it helped a lot that I evolved as a person, because when I was younger, I was fucking around, man. I didn't care. I just did what the fuck I did. And I just didn't even have a problem with it. But when I was doing content, I was into music. I was in a lot of shit. I dropped a little science there and there, a little politics. I was in those groups, and once they got rid of them, YouTube started changing every year. I had a transition, but the Hebrew Israelite shit came in, I would say 2011. I converted, and I dropped the Christianity since what, 2009. So I was into that conscious stuff. I've been a conscious dude, but when I got to the Hebrew stuff, man, shit, that kind of changed my whole perspective. I was red pilling that in a sense for some years. I left the space, I would say like 2014, came back to it 2019, but I knew O'Shea and Obsidian was around and Angerman was around at the time, those three. But I didn't know BGS existed around those times, except 2019. My first video of BGS was the Black Pill video. He came in my feed that year. I thought I was going to subscribe to him, and then I subscribed to him back. He had some good content. I had to look at his whole content again. I said, well, damn, he talks about a lot of stuff, esoteric shit. I'm like, wow. And that's how my channel kind of was going to make a direction. And it did, and I had to make some few changes that whole next year. I was like a commenter and a panelist and thought I was doing something. And then I started to get my content up and running this year. And and I evolved. It took time. And then that whole March, I told Kuda last night, yeah, I had to evolve. And this is what I need to do. And I'm on this level now. Now I got to keep pushing. Just have some decent content, for once. You don't have to be extravagant like Ramil's and shit. Because Ramil's shit is entertainment to me. I don't see anything serious about it, but it's fun. It gets clean in between, but Ramil's too real for these dudes. He goes places that are obvious, and people don't want to talk. It's uncomfortable stuff. Sometimes if you get on the panel with him, I've been on the panel with him once over at Kuda's, right? But not on his panel. Because he'll throw some things at you. You just gotta be prepared for it. Just provide links and stuff. But you got a lot of dudes I ain't cool with over there that's in the chat, and then they'll be on panel. So I just stay in the chat and just chill, But if I ever get on the panel, if you ask me, or if we bump into each other in these YouTube spaces, yeah, I'll do that. But I ain't there yet. I have to have the numbers to prove otherwise. But you know what I mean. But yeah, Hammer, I don't pay his ass no mind at all. But you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what's going on, CG3? But yeah, man, the young man is just he's gonna be all right. I wish he had better guidance and listen to these other fools out here. But we just gonna have to look at young people like that, just discernment like him. It's a bunch of them out here, but some of them can be saved. We can save them. We can teach them. Now, if they want family, there's other people you can listen to. I'm not saying to send over there. They give you great advice. I can't give you that advice. That's something you got to build your character first. And if you want a relationship, go for it. I don't tell another man not to get married. If you want to get married, that's your decision. That's your choice. It's a choice. I do believe in choice and your own freedom. You know what I mean? But, you put your own value. But, I don't get caught up in that. So, yeah. He said, don't get caught up in the numbers trap. Yeah, but but everybody's in the trap anyway. No, everybody's get caught up. I try not to, but hey, I try not to. I may not get the numbers, but something is pushing. But if I do, I'm going to learn how to maintain, and I'm not going to get emotional about it. Because much as I've seen these panels, people just come at you. But yeah, but you got to deal with it. You got to deal with the fact that people's here. Ooh, 8 out in the box. What's going on? Yeah, I'm doing something. I guess this title triggered people. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Ramil is one of the first programs that I call into. I think YouTube unsubscribed me. I haven't been back in a while. Yeah, he's got some good content. He's been on a roll lately. I told you he may get 10 million. Not 10 million. 10,000. My fault. Scratch that. 10,000. I said 10,000. That's the most he's gonna get this year, and then he may get 20,000 if he keeps doing that type of content. He should be higher, to me, because he's bringing numbers. But me, I ain't worried about the numbers. I don't care who shows up, as long as you listen what I have to say, and that's cool. And you can share it, like it, whatever. or subscribe. But I'll make some decent content. I'm gonna make some tomorrow. Okay, how do you apply utilitarian in this space? Well, dig, that is very hard. A lot of brothers ain't going for that, man. I think check in for you told me about that on. I used to be over there with Eisen. He said that to me. They'll think that you know it all, which is kind of, I kind of look at it not a side eye, but I want to push it. It's gonna take certain people like BGS or myself to push it, but we have two different perspectives on it. But it has to be a small space. It can't be a big space because a lot of people say, "Nah, I ain't going for egalitarian. Nah, I want to be a nihilist." You know what I mean? You got a bunch of nihilists running around. You have to look at Ramil's platform. They want to hear destructive stuff. You know what I mean? That's what sells. Destructive politics, chaotic politics. You know what I mean? That's what they do, and that sells to people. It's entertainment. You know what I mean? Entertainment. Like I said, the world 99.9% or 90% is entertainment. You got 1% to 5% truth, right? And 10% in between of the variables of that. So yeah, we're in that type of situation. But great question. But salute to you. Yeah. But like the title said, it goes into my point right here. Celebrities versus what? YouTubers. YouTubers. And it's gone crazy, bro. I'm just not even tripping off this anymore. Like, you just got to sit back and laugh. I mean, 9 out the box. I mean, shouts out to people that came, man. Yeah. Destructive new, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Them boys be saying some wild shit over in the mills. I ain't saying in a violent way, but it can be destructive a little bit because a lot of dudes be going at each other's heads. Like I ain't with all that, but that's them. I just like to troll and have fun, but the destructiveness of people getting killed on the streets, we see on the news. If a guy got shot in Chicago, we already know about that. What about Chicago? What about ism? I'm like, all right. All right. I know where Ramil's going, but see, he's trying to get them numbers, man. It's just that's what they care about. To me, the numbers is relative, but I respect it. But I ain't worried. If I have big numbers, that's cool. But I know how to handle myself. But if I don't, that's all great. Yeah. A lot of niggas got ego problems. They sure do. They sure do. And I agree with that. And that's why I don't get involved in no beefs like that. Some of them I'm just trolling. I'm just not trying to put up with no nonsense, man. Like I just trying to move forward, drop a little gems there and there, have some fun, and put some knowledge, have some builds, and then I just move on. That's what this channel is going to basically be about. Now, if I have a second channel, if I want a clout chase, well, technically I'm not a clout chaser. I would have a super chat, right? But I wouldn't need it. I wouldn't need a super chat. No, I don't know about a Cash App, but I'm thinking about it in the future because if I do, it's gonna be a good one. I don't know for this channel, but if I do create one and invest in some gear, like my man says, well, that's gonna be a while. I ain't got the right place studio for that. So if I do have a studio, that's gonna be the thing, and that's a goal. Just like a media podcast or broadcasting, the news, what's going on in the sphere and the world. And, I can do news topics. That ain't nothing. That's all day. And people have a discussion. But that's just what it is, man. And I think some people gravitate towards nihilism just because it seems more cold and callous on the surface. Yeah. And the reason, Sir Anthony, the reason is it's a little destructive. It's an extreme side, right? Existentialism is king in the black manosphere and the mainstream manosphere, which we call so-called white manosphere. Them guys, right? They love that shit. I talk about it on this channel on a few streams. I've covered it. There's no need to talk about nihilism because we see it every day. They don't stop. They just keep going, keep pushing. And that's the thing that we got to look at, and that's the whole purpose of why I make this topic, you got a lot of divisions of the two, and people trying to say, "Oh, they stealing your stuff" and things like that. But nihilism is here to stay, man. Most people want to get rid of it, but like Dick said in this question, how can you apply the utilitarian thought? That's not gonna be easy, man. Check in for you told me it's not gonna be easy because most brothers ain't gonna go for that. You know what I mean? It's like if you have it, if you have it, if you don't, you ain't built for it. That's the black pill conversation I would love to have, but unfortunately, you're gonna have two sides have different viewpoints. So what we're seeing right now is just a cognizance of that. So like I said, celebrities versus YouTubers. I'm just playing around today. They lazy should be mindful not to confuse apathy with nihilism. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. That's a big no-no. You got to learn a lot about yourself, man. I mean, a lot of times you see these streams, they get extreme with it. A lot of it, they love it, man. I mean, I think BGS taught it a lot, but he tries to put it in a way so you can do your own research. And yeah, just talk about it. Some will resonate, some won't. Yeah, I've talked about it, New. I mean, a lot of people, and I think you meant the utilitarian. Yeah, I'll keep talking about that way more and just dabble into it. The nihilism is self-explanatory. Like it is what it is. Like most people accept that fate versus the utilitarian side. Dick said the same thing. How do you apply it? And check in for you? He was trying to tell me it's like you're annoyed. Nah, I have to put some content like that to keep the balance. And I think PK said it best in the recent stream on the Purple Paradise is Here. And he said, I appreciate you doing the research. I have to, man, because I study the 2.0 space that deals with esoteric knowledge. It's very important what people are listening to besides the politics and the what you call it. The other stuff. And what they do is they trick followers into believing that he's talking about relationships and stuff, and that's just the things that you see. But and that's just what it is. And I'll read this right quick. Do you think technology pushes nihilism as we become less dependent on subjects and more objects? Possibly. I mean, it's a little bit, but a lot of people are more destructive than others. But I'm just in here, so just gonna put my little thing on.
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh man, you just here talking, so I was just listening.
Yeah, I was just reading the chat, just having a little fun up here, just a little video I threw up.
I've been listening. I was laughing at the celebrity versus YouTubers. I just find so much. Everything is funny to me. I listen to people, but mostly just to understand other people's perspective. I really don't get into the moralistic, what is right and wrong for other people. I just have my own set of morals that I go by. But what I find super hilarious is that so many people really don't try to understand other people. They try to change people, and that blows me away more than anything. I'm just trying to do me and be as happy as I can be doing me, not telling you how to live your life, but just do me. So that's pretty much when I'm listening to people. I'm just listening to hear their perspectives and try to understand why they think the way they think. That's just my whole thing. That's just how I get it.
Yeah, same here, man. I try to listen to much as people I can from different spaces. Even I would say most spaces, man. It's just kind of funny when they talk about this stuff, and it resonates with some people, and that's just it, man. Like and the reason I saw Kuda's stream was very telling. Like he said, they gonna take this stuff. Well, if they take it, that's cool. Me, I kind of laughed, but what I saw in Ramil's stream today, man, it was hilarious. It was talking about traveling.
Yeah,
and it got somebody got tight up there, and I think Fighter made it interesting. Shouts out to him anyway. Please subscribe to his channel. Salute to him. But and I think Zero just didn't like what he said. He wasn't trying to down the brothers. It was his own culture, Dominican Republic. And they kept talking about it. That's the reason probably why he went up there, because he wasn't studying about Colombia. I mean,
Yeah.
black men travel said it best. He's trying to say it's totally different. Yeah, they're a little different, but they do speak Spanish. I mean, they almost similar, but I haven't been there. But if I visit both, I feel like, okay, so he's saying it's more dangerous, but they do respect the black man. I've heard that before from different content creators over the years, manosphere and dudes that do travel, and people outside the sphere, and they said it's a hell of an experience. If you ever go and get your passport, you feel that energy, and I said, okay,
I
I
want to
may
dive
try
into.
that. Yeah,
You just said something that's interesting to me, because everybody, quote unquote, this is my opinion. You guys can correct me because I feel free to interject. I feel people are looking for a quote unquote black utopia, and I try to say, in general, there's always going to be people, no matter where you go, who's going to love you and hate you. Now, of course, there are systems in place where people have been programmed to think a certain way and look at people from different socioeconomic groups or from different ethnicities or races as being beneath or superior. However, when I go anywhere, I'm just looking for people who are going to show me love, and I try to go places where, if I do go, being black men, that is not openly or overtly detrimental to us. So when people say they go where we're loved, well, how do you know where you're going to be loved in general? Because some places you may be loved, but you go there and they may not show you love. So I think a lot of things that people say to me are more subjective than objective. That's just my perspective. Like some people will say that like dating women in California is hard. And I think it depends on what type of women you try to date, because I think California is easy to connect with women. I think it was more hard on the East Coast, but that's what I'm saying. Some things to individual is subjective. It's not really factual. You understand what I mean? You guys can disagree with it, but that's just my perspective.
well,
Uh,
yeah, it's subjective on all coasts, but I agree with you on the West Coast. Some people say it is easy. It depends on the type of women you're dealing with. Like I would say, like the Bay Area, for example, because I do see them come here in Georgia. Like Georgia, you can get some women outside of Atlanta today easy. A nice state. You don't have to do all this extravagant games. So that's what Jim and I was saying on Kuda's panel. And where he's from is from the Midwest, like Ohio somewhere. He said you can get women. The thing is, you got to have that type of patience or something. Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Yes.
Everybody's
yeah,
different.
Yeah, that's the argument I would love to have, is because a lot of
Yeah.
people like the term game. Game is just whatever strategy you have to accomplish your goal. I take it as such. So some people don't have strategies that work. So hence people say they have no game. But I don't really think it takes, like people argue this, but it doesn't really take playing or manipulating somebody. It takes being who you are and figure out the people who like you. Too many people are trying to connect with people who don't like them. Hence, they're using fake tactics to get something that's not natural. You get what I'm saying? Where if you find your own tribe, people that relate to you, it don't really take no hell of a thought. And that's where people get confused. It shouldn't be complex to connect with somebody. So I don't really try to get into the game, non-game argument. I get it, but everybody got to has a strategy for anything, and that's quote unquote the game of life. You have to dress appropriately or talk a certain way to get let into certain circles. So some people don't want to hear about whatever rules they are. Then they're mad because they're not getting results. But these are the rules to whatever game you're playing. So it's confusing to me. It's really confusing when I listen to other people, because I get confused by their. I get dumbfounded by their logic because it doesn't make sense to me. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense to them, but as the receiver, I don't understand sometimes.
Well, their thing is they try to finesse women. I mean, to me, that's what that is. I mean, women's like the
yeah,
prize.
pretty much.
It's really about
It's
finesse. It's about
yeah,
finesse.
yeah,
You know, and
and
that's how I look at it. Oh, what's
yeah,
going on, Tom Malone? What's going on,
and
man?
yeah,
And he had a question. That's why we have less cognitive diversity. Even if we grow in a number, we block out the potential growth by adhering to this culture. Yeah, we do, Dick Thug. I mean, that's what he just said, and like this said about the different women in dating. It depends on if it's easy for you, if it is, and if it ain't hard, you got to work on yourself, whatever. It's a combination of a lot of things. A lot of times it ain't just you; it could be that person. It's just a
yeah,
bad match. It's a matchmaking contest, really, because a girl can pick you. I forget what Kuda said. They always have your number, which is true. I mean, some do, some don't. But it depends on how you approach the situation. Because if you're there at the right time, you're gonna get that. You know, a lot of dudes ain't fortunate. You know, I was fortunate in my 20s to have one in this state, and she picked me out of the lineup. So you know what I mean? I didn't use that type of game or anything. Nowadays when you get older, yeah, you can use a little game and that's it. You know, I try not to finesse. I just be myself. But some people love the finesse. That's how they get. That's how they get the
Yeah,
girls.
that's
You know.
that's how they get caught into that slippery slope. You
Yeah.
know, when they try, instead of like,
Good tone. Okay.
you know what I mean, like, instead of trying to finesse women by using their mouthpiece,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's where most of these guys pretty much fuck up at.
Yeah, like New said, girls pick the guy. Dudes don't get it. Dog, they don't get it, and
Nah.
that's sad. You know, you see it in it's really both sides. But what you gotta understand, it's that patience, man. Like if she wants you, man, it's like Roger said. Roger Report said it best. If she picks you, that's it. If she don't, hey, move on. A lot of brothers
Yeah.
can't do that, man.
I'm gonna say something that's wrong, and I see a lot of people are bitter and they don't know how to get past their bitterness. I can say I want all the women on the planet Earth, but every woman is not gonna want me, and I'm not mad at the women who don't want me. I just want the women that want me.
Right.
And so many people fight that. Like, dude, every chick is not gonna like you. That's her choices. You can be bitter and be angry because she made choices you don't like, but her choices ain't got nothing to do with you. Make your own choices. Find your own tribe. Find the people that like you. I try to really stay away from, like, I enjoy having the dialogue about it, but it's just weird to me because people will say, well, what do you know? Well, I love my life. I'm not here to brag and tell you I've been with so much women. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to tell you that. You got to figure out how to be happy with you. And too many people really don't want to hear that. They want to say, oh, we're going to change. You can't change these chicks. They got to be incentive. What incentive do they have to change? And I'm always making jokes about it because it's not, I don't have to like what people do. I just don't mess with people who do things I don't like. Like, Sir O, you have pretty diverse topics, so I listen to you. There's other people I listen to. I don't always agree, but I listen just to get their perspective. I like diversity. I want difference. I don't care if you're a black man and you don't want to live around black people. That's your choice. I don't have to like it, but that's what you want to do. If you want to go live in Iran, or if you want to go live in Brazil, I'm not going to hate you for it. Just don't bring your pain or hatred of what you don't like to me. And that's what I try to tell everybody. Find people who love you, mess with people who work with you. That's it. And sticking to your topic, when you said celebrities versus YouTubers, that's what confuses me. What makes people think that a celebrity is more wise than some dude that got 10 subscribers? I try to listen to different people because you never know what gems of knowledge you can get from people who ain't nobody listening to. It's weird to me. Like, if people get to the topic and tell me what they're thinking, I appreciate that more than 30 minutes of trying to wait to hear you say something. Some people enjoy music. I'm not knocking that. I like the knowledge. I want people to tell me what they're thinking and keep it pushing. Because if everybody's streaming all the time but they're not saying nothing, it's a waste of my time. That's just my perspective.
Yeah, and I feel the exact same way. It depends on the substance of your message, man. Like, you know,
Yeah.
and then you got to get it across. And you know, some people, I would say our people, they just like a little entertainment. And we discussed this in previous streams. And I said the same thing all the time. You got to be diverse. I have to switch it up because my channel's based off that, and the subscribers I got is diverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have to move it around a little bit. And I want to read this what Dick does. He said, I had a manager from Atlanta. She was short and thick. All did was not talk to her, but she sent me pics even when she stayed with her guy and had 2 kids. All the dude tried to get at her. Yeah, they tried to, man. And what's this? Rejection is a blessing. Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's really the problem with most of these dudes. Like, they don't see that rejection as a blessing. You know what I mean? Because, like, okay, so say homeboy decided, say like Shorty decided to choose homeboy, right? Because it was his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's like knees deep in the situationship that he's with Shorty, and he's seeing like, damn, maybe I should have just kept on moving. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you know, you just gotta look at that perspective. It's like, well, You're not her. Well, she's not your headache. She's somebody else's. You know, like let them let them deal with that shit. If she rejects you, then it's like, bro, listen. It just goes to show that, you know what I mean. You could be better than her.
Right. Right. And that's what it is, man. I tried and they choose you. It's just like what New said in the chat and CG3 said, man, you gotta be on top, man. Like the thing is you gotta stay calm and be yourself, man. Like, I mean, it's okay to approach if you're the type of guy to approach, that's cool. That ain't my thing, that's your thing, because you don't have to do all the extra stuff. If
Yeah,
you
yeah, you know
if
what
you
I
have
mean?
good confidence, if you're naturally confident and if you have it, you're gonna be fine, man. It depends on your character too, because a lot of people's very different than everybody else. All men ain't the same either, so most people ain't the same. It depends on how their characteristics are. I try to figure people out, and I say, oh, they on this type of time. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
go to different chats, different panels, and I tried something new. And I think Mahogany's chat was kind of stable, and she had a Village Arsonist asking questions with Toya, and Toya did great. So just that's a little difference right there.
yeah,
Talk about the space and everything. I said it's cool, and they talk about something different. I mean, they did talk about the same old stuff, but she answered it very well, clearly. You know what I mean? So
I like civil discourse. I can take agreement and disagreement. I'm good with that. But just because you don't see it my way, don't mean you have to curse me out. I'd rather you say, Charles, I disagree with you. Charles, I think you're wrong. And I was like, I would ask you why, but I can accept that. Well, I stay away from when people always want to yell and scream at each other. It can be entertaining. I can't front that. Sometimes I'm laughing at people when they start yelling, but that's not really what I want to do. I'm not trying to piss you off. I mean, you can get pissed, but it's not my thing to hurt you. I want you to feel great. I don't ever want you to not love yourself or not feel that I think you're less than, but I want people to be honest. Like sometimes your pain stops you from being objective. And trust me, we all feel pain. I'm human. I feel pain, but I try not to let whatever pain I feel spill onto you guys. Like I just appreciate people like Suro or Sheed or different people, Brother Beasley, just put out their own messages. It's funny to me. I try to listen to Ramil. I try to listen to everybody because I want to at least understand what other people see from them. I just try to stay away from the beef because a lot of people sometimes, just because somebody disagrees with you or they show somebody else love, now they're your enemy. They're your enemy because they like this person and they say congratulations for making it to wherever they make it. That's weird to me. Like, sir, just say you hit 1 million subscribers, right? Or 2 million or whatever you hit. And I say, I'm proud of you. I don't want nobody to hate me because I'm saying I'm happy for you to meet your goal. The people do that. I find that strange. It's weird to me.
a lot of that is jealousy, and what I've learned about these new spaces, man, I'm like, wow, over 1 million. But it's just, I mean, that's us in general.
Yeah,
And
but I'm
people
not.
in general,
yeah,
yeah, people. I'll say people in general. I don't say human beings in general. Even though blacks are big on that, but that's people in general, especially in this country. I'm like, wow. Never really thought
yeah,
of that. Yeah, see,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so black pilled.
It's
I'm so black pilled to the point I understand. I said, damn. Even when I used to work, man, that's how they think. But you got people like that. I mean,
Yeah.
especially online because it's so
I
easy.
find it weird. I find it weird, man. I'm just trying to live my best life. Anything I can do
Yeah,
to help you, I will. I don't look at how other people look at things. Like I don't have no. Once let's say I log over here, I forget half these people exist. I mean, I'm hoping they do well, but I'm not thinking. I'm not dwelling thinking bad about it. I'm thinking good. I see Tone Malone, I'm thinking good. I see Brother Dig, think good. Sir Anthony, anybody I see, I think good about. I don't really hold on to animosity because life will go on. I could be dead tomorrow. And what does my life have to do with hopefully, you guys keep living? So that's the point that I'm making. Why would you let what somebody else do affect you? And when you bring a black pill, a lot of dudes say they black pill, but they're not really black pill. They not.
yeah,
Because if you're
because
still focusing on what society is doing, then you ain't black pill to me. I mean, you understand society, but black pill is like, man, this ain't working for me. I'm stepping outside. I'm gonna do me. Too many
right,
people don't
right,
do that.
right. They don't. They don't. They get caught up into the Disney World purple pill paradise, man. That's why I made that stream, and I was trying to tell PK, no, man, if you get stuck in entertainment way too long, or I've noticed years ago when I had my first channel before it got flat, that stuff is draining, man. I know it's fun over at Kudas. What I be doing is it's just for fun. You do see a little knowledge there. He tried to put that on his channel, boy. it's sad at this point. You know, you have to look at it for what it is. I mean, you got to have that mind of, I would say, what do you say, stillness. And we was talking about that on the panel. I said, yeah, try to help brothers and
Yeah.
try to get their mind on the right things, and you just got to be laser focused sometimes. But if you're really black pilled, you really got to look at it how the world really thinks, and then you understand, can you accept others? You know, that's why I brought the two terms up from BGS's last black pills, and I think he's dabbled some in recent streams. But I listen to his content because it's more fair based. It is others. Don't get me wrong; they have their different perspective of black pill, and I respect it. Even new in the
Yeah.
chat. And we
Yeah.
talk about it all the time because we try to bridge the gap. It's okay to deal with I try to tell Dig with a nihilist. You know, you can't get
Yeah.
rid of them. They exist for a reason. They have a purpose. They have a cause.
I've
But
had
to
a lot
get
of
to
conversations with BGS over Black Pill, and I get his perspective because the more I talk to him about it, the more I understood it. And I always try to tell people there's different. You like a lot of people don't even understand the term red pill. Red pill just means you observe what's going on and you see it. That's all it is. It's
right.
not.
That's all it
A
is.
lot
Yeah.
of people, to me, they're not really red pill because they can't accept what's going on. So how are you red pill if you can't accept it? You really just you didn't see it. You really wanted to go back to the way it was. And I'm not knocking you if that's what it is. But to be red pill means you have to accept it. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
accepting the bitterness of reality.
Yeah.
You
can't,
know,
man.
and
Yeah.
they can't. And then, you know, and a lot of them, you know, start holding this like immeasurable grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, bro, let it go. You know,
Yeah.
you keep holding on to it's it's like a grudge is holding on to a grudge is like holding on to like a hot piece of coal.
Mhm.
Like the more you hold on to that shit, the more you're gonna hurt yourself.
Right.
I
You
agree.
know?
Yeah. And that's what red pill basically is. It's awareness, and you gotta accept the truth. Can you accept that? And then the black pill is the real rabbit hole. Then you have like there's two sides of it. But here's the thing: you can live with a nihilist in the world. You know, he has his way, I have my way. But the thing is, we understand the truth. You know, he has a decision. It's a choice. I mean,
Yeah.
I accept that. When B just did that video with Batman and Alvin, I said, now that's black pill to me. I do agree with that. Yes, everything dies, ideologies and all that stuff. That right there lets me know, yeah, it does exist in this world. You just got to find it. You got to be patient with it. And the thing is, you can't just let others dictate what you're doing. And what I learned about these panels, man, these people in that purple pill paradise, what I mean, it's their actions. It's not what they say, it's their actions, how they do things in
It's the
life. Even
character. Yeah.
yeah, it's their character, man. And even
Yeah.
when I step off this computer and I went to the store today, you know, bought me some shirts and everything, you know, went a few shopping and see how the world is. It's still the same in a little blue pill, purple pill, whatever madness that they're in.
Yeah.
But then you got some people that's red pill, you know, they stick to what they know best and accept the truth. And it really help their minds, you know, even the ones that's really working in the system, but the ones at the top, yeah, they black pill as hell, man.
Yeah.
But it's just knowledge building. But all it is in these spaces, you see the real them spill out on panels and stuff, and which is amazing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you learn a
Spilling like
lot about
spaghetti
people. Yeah,
sauce.
yeah.
I think a lot of people just get it confused. Because I really, the more I like, I'm gonna bring up some people are probably not a negative thing, but I'm a person who really likes Alan Roger Curry's Mode 1, just being direct. I like that. However, his thought on black pill and what I think about black pill are two different things. And I always try to express to black people, black pill is like you're ultimately practical. That's really what it is. Or you see, well, what does it matter? And a lot of people don't even understand that. Like they look at it in a way that they shouldn't, because it doesn't. Black pill doesn't mean I'm jaded. It doesn't mean that. What black pill means is that, is this really beneficial for me? And if it's not beneficial, why am I doing it? Or can I make it more efficient for me? Because that's like the the Batman Joker analogy. They're both black pill, right? The Joker is like, does it really matter? And Batman is like, well, since the system is not working, let me see what I can do to make it better for me. And a lot of people can't really comprehend that. They think that you're black pill, so you're just totally mad that you want to destroy things. That's not necessarily the case. The person that black pill will say, well, it worked for you, but it's not working for me, so I'm gonna do this. That's all it is. But a lot of people don't really get that, so they'll say, well, because let's say you took the red pill, that's the term, right? And you're really raging, and they think you can't get past it. Now you're black pill. It has nothing to do with that, and it's hard to express that to people. It's nothing to do with that, from my understanding of it, and I could be totally wrong.
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
black pill. What you just said about the Joker and Batman. Yeah, Joker is a nihilist like Owlman in that video, and the nihilist existentialism. Yeah, it is what it is. They are pragmatics. You know what? They can be a little destructive, but you have a lot of. I think I did a stream on that about nihilist philosophers, and they had their own beliefs. Some didn't believe in their nihilism. It's different levels to it. But here's the thing, though: they was black pilled in a way because they understand how the world worked. Because people are gonna be normal. But a utilitarian person, he's like that would be like Batman. He's more of an egalitarian, but he understands. Can you accept others for who they are? Can you
Yes,
accept them? There's things that's gonna be bad that have to die. Then it's like the greatest number of happens of the greatest number. That's what it means.
yes,
But that's
And
the
yeah,
pure
right.
black pill. Can you really accept that? And most people can't
yeah,
accept that side because it's a lot harder. That's why nihilism is so easy because they understand that pain and they say, hey, we're all gonna die and that's it. It is what it is. If you accept ideologies that go away, you're just gonna die.
yeah. Most people who have to really control, like our government, they have to be quote unquote somewhat black pill, because sometimes you have to take necessary losses for the best benefit of all. Some people can't accept that. Sometimes you might have to save billions, a million may have to die, and some people can't accept that. Once you can accept that, you're going to make the decisions that's going to be best for all. It's hard for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I've seen a piece of. I'll see it again because that's a great piece, and it brings that analogy, just like he did with the Owlman Batman with the Justice thing, and that right there, I went on a spree doing content on that, and I said that needs to be talked about. I mean, I got to be different. Besides these dudes talking about relationships and traps and their problems, because I ain't living that life like they're living.
Yeah,
And it's sad, but it can be fixed. I mean, yeah, therapy and all this stuff, but sometimes you gotta
Yeah,
work on
like
yourself.
it's like
Yourself.
it's like anything. If there's a problem, there's also a solution to every problem. It's like, but the thing is, people have this stigma of thinking being broken is way more accepting than being the opposite.
I want to drop an argument on you because you said something that, in a way, truthfully, I'm about to go a little scientific, is factually inaccurate, because there's not always a solution to every problem. There may be, but some problems haven't been solved yet. So they believe there's a solution, but we have not solved them. That's my statement, being logical. They have mathematical problems that they can theorize it, but they can't come to a solution. That's scientifically factual. So not saying that there's a probability there is a solution. However, everything has not yet been solved.
Mm.
You want to argue that?
No, valid
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Valid
Yeah.
point.
That's a valid point. Yeah, that ain't nothing to argue. That right there,
Yeah.
ain't been solved yet. Some people you got to go through trials, and I think Dig said something about his homeboy. Just take your time, Dig. I mean, he'll get there. Everybody has different phases of how they went to the red pill, man, and it took mine not just online but offline too. I had to deal with both. Now everybody's online, and it's just how they function on here, off this computer as well. So it's a
Yeah.
big challenge because you're dealing with tech outside world as well. Everything's digital out there as well. So
Yeah.
and I'm learning a lot. So
Let me say this, brother Oni. I do agree that in my brain, I believe there is a solution to everything. I believe there is, but can't prove it. But I believe it. So don't think I'm optimist. I
Oh
believe.
no,
I believe it.
no. No. Like I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, on second thought, like there could be a solution, but how many have actually found that solution?
Yes. Yeah. So I don't believe. I do believe it, because that's what I try to express to people. I always get into arguments with people, and they say, "Well, this is true," but there's a difference between truth and fact.
Yeah,
You can believe
definitely.
anything to be true, but facts
Yeah.
means that we can test it and get the same results over and over again, and we have evidence. So a lot of people get into arguments, but it's an argument over belief. You can't. I can't ever make you lose in belief, but I can make you lose when it comes to facts and or evidence. That's it.
Mm.
I don't even get into arguments over what you believe. You can believe that skinny women are the best. I can't argue that. That's what you believe. I can believe the opposite, whatever it is. But if you can have quantitative evidence or proof that exists, or we can test it and see the same results, then it's a fact. That's why, even with science, I always try to argue some things are theories because they can't test it overall, but they believe it, but they can't test it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So once they can
Yeah.
test it, it becomes true, fact, truth, fact, not just the truth. It's fact. Sorry, I'm a little geek. Sorry, people.
No, it's all
It
good.
is. We are too subject oriented. CTJ. Oh, he's talking to you.
Well, I understood what he's saying. I totally get what I totally understood. Man, I'm just, my whole thing, if I'm going to speak about myself, I just want to see all black men win, because I'm subjective when it comes to black men, just black men. But I try to make my content so everybody can listen, not just black men, but specifically my things are, I wish that black men would just think like this, but I can't make you think like me. But I can say, hey, don't worry about the outside world. Focus on you and make the world the best for you, because you can't change others, but you can change you. You can be the best Sir O, the best Dick Thug, the best Sir O that you want to be. You know, that's what I think. That's my focus. My focus is how can we win? How can we win? I ain't worried about what other people winning. I'm worried about us. How we gonna win? That's it.
That's right. I mean, that's really the key. That's really mainly my channel, is how we win, how we're going to survive and help others. And I'm a balanced dude. You know, I try not to go too extreme, but I ain't at that point yet. But I'm learning about myself too, and especially in this content. I'm like, and then the more I learn, I say, yeah, I understand how it works now. Now I got to move this way to talk to people. You know, I've gotten better through these panels. Yeah, just in panels. And what I've learned is I try not to get in too much arguments, because some people, they get too attached. Like what Dig was saying about subject oriented stuff, especially relationships. See, that is the big money thing. I think Ty City said it best. That's where the money is, you know, and it's hard. And he tried to convince him, but he said, not. You know, it's, you got to really help yourself. And he tried to say he's a minimalist, right? And he said, get some hobbies as men, you know, and that's the best thing to do. And I think black men should have more hobbies than, besides not just YouTube, but outside, period. You know, have something constructive, you know.
I agree with
you. Can help you. It can help you. And he said that on the stream, and I said that right there needs to be said in the sphere, you know, because they so one dimensional. Like, it's like what I call it, one trick ponyism. And it's sad, man. Like, they get in these modes and they spaz out on every panel, like, that promotes relationships. I just shake my head. I'm like, man, but you know, I can't do nothing about it. I can't change people. I just let them be who they are, and I understand why. You know,
I want to start it. Can I start an argument? Hopefully, this will be a good argument. I want you guys to tell me your thoughts. Most men want women. That's what it is. Most men want women, so they're trying to figure out how can I get women to do what I want them to do for me, and that's what the argument is. They want women to acquiesce. So people are arguing over this and that. So it's cool to hear guys talk, but people really want to hear men and women talk so they can figure out how to get their best foot forward when it comes to the dynamics between men and women. That's most heterosexual men. People can agree or disagree, but that's what I think it is. So that's why people listen to so much relationship talk, because all men want women. They do. And you get more motivated by hearing women stroking your ego than you get motivated by just men telling you how to navigate with women. Do you understand my perspective? Do you guys agree or disagree?
I understand that perspective very well. Like, I see it a lot, and I think these dudes just want relationships. I mean, if you're talking about this stuff, like bringing it to the table and stuff, I'm like, well,
yes,
you got to be disciplined. Really, a lot of it takes discipline, man. It ain't easy to just step into. Like, that stuff is nothing to play with, you know. And I learned that firsthand in my 20s, but see, I had to learn how to be proper myself in my 30s right now. So I'm getting it. I understand most men need a wife or whatever, you know. But if you choose not to, that's great. You know, you could be a monk like BGS and what's his name, Mace Tagger. Shouts out to them too, and they went through trials with women. So, you know,
let me interject, though.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
See, BGS already has had children. BGS has been in relationships, so it's easier for someone who's had success already and has seen the bitterness from their success than it is for somebody who has never had success. You get what I mean? So a lot of dudes may not have ever had success or have had children, and they want that. They want the quote unquote dream, and their thoughts are, well, it's these women. And I'm not saying they're wrong with their thoughts, but if that is the case, it's harder for them to actually like to be monk because they really want to connect with women, but they just don't know how to do it. And even if somebody teaches you, if it's not natural to you, it will never work for you. I don't have the answers to it, but I think that's the main problem. So that's why if you get men that can convince women or tell women they're wrong, so many people support that because that's what they want. They want women to change. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. And I want to read what he just said. Problem CG3 is that we are subconsciously repulsed by other due to excessive exposure to others. We do not have hobbies. We adhere to her, him, and they, and however we need it to do things. Yeah, that's true.
I want him to elaborate on that so I can understand better.
Okay.
Because to me, that's kind of general, it's not specific. Like subconsciously, we repulsed by others due to excessive exposure to others. So you say people are repulsed because they're around other people? Like I'm confused. So if you clear it for me, then I could understand, because I think people are judgmental. I think people should be robots. So when people don't dress the way you think they should dress, is wrong. If people don't do things in the way you taught people should do things, is wrong. I'm not saying that it is wrong, but that's how it is. Like, if a woman wants to wear green hair, is that wrong? Or have you been taught that is wrong? So for me to be professional, I have to wear a suit? So if I wore sweats and a t-shirt, that makes me look less professional because you've been taught that? Or is that true? You get what I mean? So a lot of people, we argue things, but it's traditionally because we've been taught this is how we should function as a society and as a culture. But inherently, are these thoughts really right or wrong, or is it subjective to our programming? That's a question.
Yeah, that's suggestion. I would say programming, and I would say, it's just I mean, it's a good question Dig asked. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of both, but the programming is what's holding us back. And I think we think that way too, because sometimes people have their own thoughts. I mean, I can't control the next person, how they're going to be, but when you have these problems, like if you're programmed, so that's that blue pill programming. This is when people say, oh, society is this. Yeah, most people are judgmental, good or bad. Now, if it's good judgment of character, you have a right to judge. It's just like in the scriptures, it tells you it's the same thing. It's a natural way of looking at things. They don't just judge you by the lips of the mouth. It'd be the eye contact, man. It's just, I think that's just human nature. Now I understand it now. I was like, oh, damn, they do that? I was like, okay. But that's what you have to learn, when you get older. Because when I was younger, I didn't understand. People say, don't judge. No, they judge automatically. When I look back to my childhood, when you get older, I say, yeah, they do judge based off your character. So it's understandable.
Everything that you present, people are going to make an assessment about you. When I see you, you're either tall or short. That's a judgment. You're either nice or mean. That's a judgment. Now, you should not, I don't think people should hold judgments against people until you get to know them for some time. But too many people will make a quick assessment, like Malcolm Gladwell's book, Blink, and you don't know the character because people are not operating in the way that you think they should operate. Now, right or wrong, that's subjective. It depends on your beliefs, how you were raised, your culture, your religion, whatever it may be. However, for me, innately, inherently, are you trying to do me harm? Or are you trying to do me good? That's how I try to look at people. Too many people to me are malicious before they try to understand somebody else. Like, sir, oh, I want you to win, bro. I want everybody to win. Brother Only, I wanted to win. I want Brother Dig to win. Brother Shaka, I don't, even if I agree or disagree, that matters not, because your opinion, it does not hurt me. It's your opinion. As long as you're not stopping me from living, why would I dislike you in that way? I may not want to connect with you, but I'm not going to be your opposition. And that's the problem. Too many people see everyone as stopping their growth instead of saying, how can I benefit from them? You know what I mean? That's just my perspective.
Yeah, the world is antagonistic, and I think that's just, oh man, but that, I mean, it's pretty normal, especially on the internet, and that's what I'm seeing. But what you just said, yeah, I want certain brothers to win myself. Even I would say DJ Cuda for one, because he tried to get people with the gear and stuff. If you want to do decent content, that right there is very simple. If you want to get better, you try harder. It takes practice, it takes skill. And he had to learn. He had to learn about the actual gear, the microphones. He thought everybody liked microphones. He said, "No, it's the quality of it. They don't like. That's the thing." So
I agree with Kudo on a lot of things. I think that to each their own. But because we have such a quote unquote judgmental society, that like a lot of people don't really look at the message. They look at how you're presenting the message. So somebody that has a great mic may say it's the same thing as somebody with a horrible mic. and you're going to listen to the person with the great mic because you're more impressed by that. Just like how celebrities can come on, and because they have some type of success, whatever field they have, most likely it's financial or social success, you're going to listen to them, even though Sir O is saying the exact same thing, and it may be even better. So what Kuda states is correct, because if you want to, it's competition. If you want to compete with other people, then you have to compete on that level where they're going to not be able to judge you in a negative light because you were less than in their own paradigm of what they think a presentation should be it podcasting, be it video, or be it whatever. You know, I'm still learning myself. I try to just listen to the message, but everybody's not like me. Yeah, it's a learning experience to me, brother.
Yeah, and it's best to be like I don't even like using this word, but I won't use it anyway. I won't say rugged individualism. I mean, that's really the norm right now. You have to be that type of person if you want to compete. And I've been competing since sports when I was younger, and I had to deal with that. And I had to be the best, like defensive player in basketball, like for those years. And I had to find my assertiveness to be great. But you had to learn how to be disciplined too. And that takes a lot of discipline and skill, you know, and when you get up there, you know, Kevin understand every version of the management from 1.0 to now. And I think Anchorman broke it down. He said, yeah, he took the talking points, but the genius of it is he formulated in his style. I think Kwame said that everybody's got different points of how he did it. But what I've noticed, he's not responding. And I said this I think I said this on the panel, Cooties. I said, that man's going to get 5 million. Everybody disagreed with me on that. They said, oh, it's going to be 2 point, isn't it? No. If he keeps ignoring this space, ignoring the black sectors of YouTube or anywhere in social media, that man's going to be up there. And
he doesn't
no matter what,
sector.
Yeah.
He doesn't ignore it. He just doesn't respond to the negative stuff.
Yeah. I know he's not ignoring, but I'm just saying in a way he is, because he knows it's negative because that's how the world perceives it. But what he's learning is he's going to help the ones that need help. And I like that about people like that. It just makes you a step forward. And especially if you're in mainstream like that, that's what they love about him. Not only is the suit, the suit, he can get away with a lot of stuff. It's just his message is tailor made. I said this before in recent streams, and he is a perfect fit. I mean, you can't hate the guy. Yeah.
Feel free to interject. I want you to interject whenever you want, because I want this to be an argument in a way. This is what I think. I think that he appeals to all groups. So he appeals to the people who want relationships. He appeals to the men that are bitter at women. He appeals to the women who want to get married. He appeals to the women that want second chances. He appeals to the professional that doesn't know how to talk to women. So you close in all groups. Plus he listened to all the people, especially in the manosphere, black manosphere. He understands their talking points. So a lot of people, if they're not actually jealous, say, yeah, I said it. Yeah, that's me. So they can relate to that. So now you got different people coming in. You got people who are triggered off of men and women. So you connect in a whole group. And if he can just keep people who, like, let's say hypergamy, like, so a lot of women will call him because they're hypergamous and they want to connect with this guy that's worth value, right? So he's going to represent the hypergamous guy saying, this is what I want. And he's also going to represent the blue collar guy, because he's going to say, well, why don't you get the guy that's right there? You know, why don't you go back to him? So he can win as long as he stays on that page. Like he had that one with the Blue Jasmine sister, right? Right or wrong doesn't matter. But the fact that it was an exchange where he let somebody else speak, that's going to let him bring in more people. Because now if they know that he's not going to cut somebody off and they can speak, people are going to be more likely to talk. People just don't want to be embarrassed mostly. So a lot of people will be like, I'm not going to talk to him. But if you start letting people talk, even if you disagree, it'll change. It'll be even better, which is weird to say, but it's the truth. Some people really like that.
And I think that is, and we say we have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, text, and higher population growth. It's almost like saying something repeatedly, but being annoyed by it continually to reply. Okay. I don't know who that is. Okay. Everyone wants black men to be a monolith. We are not. Yeah, we're not a monolith. I do agree with that. Okay. Oh God, back to, he's trying to make fun of Ken. News silly. Who else? Okay.
But you know what it is? Everybody wants to succeed. Everybody wants that financial success, and people are going after that more than anything. It's not just we can go to, okay, COVID stopped people from going out, right, to talk. But now you can talk. Right. But now people would rather talk online than go out because it's safe. Plus, I can make money. If I have good conversation, people will pay me for doing some stuff I would do in real life. So people will stop going out as much and say, let's talk on YouTube. Hey, man, instead of going to the bar, I'm going to open a link. Why don't you hop in, we just chat. And that's what people are doing. That because it's about survival. Everybody wants, not I shouldn't say everybody, but majority of people want that financial freedom. Maybe they don't want to be opulent, but they may want to not worry about paying some bills. They may want to be able to have some money so they can invest or whatever it may be. So people are going to take advantage of this new frontier because it hasn't been regulated where they're making it much more difficult. But right now people can still earn. So that's what it is. That's what I think is going on. That's why a lot of people are trying to help others, but they're also trying to get people to pay. So they'll say, hey, my video on a Patreon or OnlyFans is I'm going to put 3 minutes on YouTube, or they're going to block it. So if you want to chat, you got to pay to chat. You know what I mean? So it's really a lot of people. They're not like you, Sir O. They're not like, it's about the money. It's not even about the fun anymore for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what it is. It boils down to money. Like I said, and I think New said this in the chat. I ain't trying to chase numbers. This channel is strictly, I like to build on things and things that people are uncomfortable to talk about. Ramil does the same thing, but he uses it for entertainment value. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to be different than everybody else, trying to give people somewhat of a voice to see what's going on. See, I'm an observer. What I do is I look at channels that I kind of like and dislike, but I study how they think with this type of platform, how they talk and speak. And if you ever be on panels with them, you learn a lot about us. Oh, that's how he thinks. Okay. Now I learned something about him. Then let me check this out. Then I do my research on why he thinks like that. And then he talks about stuff like philosophy, for example, politics. And then let me learn something about this. That's why I have different topics a lot and try to learn why they think like that. And then what I see, my observation is if they're both right, if they're both wrong, then let's talk about it. They can come to this panel anytime they like, to discuss, and that's why I like to have different people on panels. Yes, I have heavy hitters like Ty City, DS1, shouts out to them. But you got different people that come here, and which is a good thing. I mean, Sheed's always a regular, and I think Wacky was a regular. I mean, he's still welcome here, but I'm just saying, like, I get different people now when I'll be on these panels and sharing this stuff, and I appreciate it, man. Like, my subscribers done went up, but what I've learned is you learn different people that's going to like you in the chat or not, and what I've noticed, that's just people in general, especially on panels. I don't pay attention to the chat, but I understand it, where they're coming from,
Trolling. I'm being serious. I joke. 90% of the time, I'm messing with people.
That's what I do. Yeah.
Even when I hop in the panels, a lot of times I just want to mess with people, but I'm not in a hurt them way, just to get them to laugh. Ain't that serious? That's why sometimes you hear me hop on Platts, but the only thing I have with Platt is like sometimes he wanted to go drama, and he don't let me get it in.
That's what he do, man. That's what he do. He likes. That's just who he is. That's his stick. But my thing, he's a troll too. But what I do is the same thing. Now I do drop some gems every now and then. They listen and people start coming in. I used to do that in the Brain Trust a lot. I did that last year, and then when I did over at Kuda's, I'll never forget this. We held this down when Kuda's internet was bad, and then I think it was just DeAndre. It was called Credit. That was the longest stream that I've seen in a while, and it lasted 12 hours, and it was a good stream, and that's one of my favorite streams of all time. And what's going on, Renaissance? Salute. But that's just one of those things, and we talked about every different topics for those hours. And what I've learned is we talked about politics, we talked about a lot of stuff, video games, we talked about boxing a little bit. We talked about overseas, how it was like in Japan over there. He was telling me about some things. Him and Faston had a nice, good pushback about culture. And Faston came through yesterday. Shouts out to him. What we talked about was little Black Pill stuff. And he was talking about things, how things work and how they treat other countries since he's an African. And I appreciate him. I told this to Justin Johnny. We need guys like him in the space because, one, you can learn a lot from other people. And then when you travel, it makes sense. And then you understand, Go ahead.
What is your ultimate motivation?
My motivation is to help certain brothers to see things differently and make them motivate. And try not to change them. I can help a select few that wants a certain knowledge, but I try not to force it on them. I just want like a conversation you can balance yourself out. If you're ever in a situation, I've been to certain hurdles, like the younger dudes, like, look, you can talk about different things and experience it for yourself and just get your mind clear, instead of just being destructive on the street, be on the internet, following the negative things in music, not just rap music, but any music in general, negative messaging, but because it's the norm, and I understand why the killings is up and, you see certain content creators doing damage with content like that, and it sells. You know, it's entertainment to them.
For yourself, take others out of it. For you, what is your ultimate motivation for you? Not when it comes to
Oh,
helping.
me. Oh, for me, shoot. I try to be as I would say I try to be the best person I can be, you know, especially learning about myself, you know. I learn as much as I can, you know, but if I ever stop learning, that's when I'm dead. Don't be like what Kuda's saying. But I'll be the same way too. I'm the same way because if I ever stop learning, that's when I'm gone. You know what I mean?
What
Because
do
I
you
mean,
desire? What do you desire the most? Like if you could do anything or go anywhere or have anything, what do you want? What would make you happy? Like super happy?
oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. I would say if I had to go back in time and now, I would like to rule the planet, but that ain't gonna happen. You know, that's just
That would
in
make you
theory.
happy.
But yeah, that would make me happy. But that's just in theory. But it ain't gonna work. It's just
Stay there. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Why would
You
you
know,
be happy if you could rule the planet? That's interesting. I've never
yeah.
heard that before. I mean, I know people think like that.
That's just in my mindset.
Yeah,
But
let's stay there. Let's
you
stay there.
know,
Tell me,
yeah.
why would that make you happy if you could rule the planet? That's pretty interesting.
I mean, in the right way, but it ain't gonna happen because you got a lot of people that's negative. Because I understand what I want, you know, but I have to be realistic what I want now. Because like, yeah.
Let's be fair. Let's have hypothetical fantasy. I just want to understand why you want to rule the planet and tell me how to motivate. That's it. So you try to dance around it. I like that. Please. But that would be so interesting to me. You know, I have to think about that. Would I want to rule the planet? That's pretty cool, man. And why?
Yeah.
That he messed me up with that one.
But
Megatron.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, if I ruled it like an iron fist and have certain subjects and certain people that listen to see what that power feels like, if I like it or not, you know?
I get that. But so
Yeah.
right now, do you think the planet is ran well, or you think it's horrible? Like this is so deep. You don't even realize you just opened a can of greatness.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's running bad for expected, but it's not a happiness, you know what I mean? But
Okay.
what I try to fix it takes a certain skill, but I'm willing to do it. You know, I'm really take that risk. If I don't know something, always
What's so wrong with
willing
the
to
planet?
learn.
Tell me what's so wrong. I want to hear. I'm asking you real good questions. If you think about what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
asking.
yeah. I understand, but to me, it's a lot of people that's unhappy. They're so destructive. Like, why are they destructive? You know, I just want to know the why. You know, it's just I'm trying to solve it, but I need the help. You know, around me. You know what I mean? Someone, those people to help others and guide. You know, even myself. I'm learning. I say, well, damn, what can I do to fix this problem? You
So why
know,
do you think people are so destructive and don't want to live in peace? So I believe
it's
that's what I pulled
that's
from what you're saying.
it's a lot of things. It could be a lot of things. I think the messaging. I think it's the individual and who they listen to. Even if I listen to myself, if I try to be a good messenger and then work on me, and I'm like, man, if I ever ruled the plane, if I had this power to control people, just go in a room and say one little thing of happiness, I would care. You know what I mean? I would have that care in the world, you know, and a smile on their face. That's what I like to see, you know.
Oh,
And
okay. So
that's one of
you think you could rule the world? You bring happiness to the people.
yeah, if I had that type of power, you know, it's just it's a big dream and a great wish. But I used to have thoughts like that when I was like younger. But then I look at it now. I mean, yeah, it's bad, but in the midst of it, it's a possibility. You know what I mean? Some people may disagree, and that's cool, you know, and that's just why I think in the time being. That's why I think when I get offline, I said, damn, I wish I had enough power to rule the world, you know, just powers and stuff, you know.
I get that. I keep asking the question, like, what would you do? What would you change? What would be your first mandate?
I was
I'm
I
your
was
henchman, Sir O, and you guys will all I tell you.
I would say education. Um, I would say language. I'll say
Language.
like communication. You know, certain technologies. You know,
We
just the
should all have one
military.
language. So you think we should all have one dialect? Like you said, language. What do you mean? We should all talk a certain way? Like explain. This is so deep.
I mean, I would say not just one language, just multiple languages. But you know, we have one language as a standard, like a land. But we also can have multiple languages. You know, communicating with others that they can't communicate our language. You know, just have a little dominance. And I'm like, man, it's just I always think about the stuff. I said, man, what can I do to fix problems in countries that's poor? If I had this much money, I could say I could spread it around.
How do you teach? See, a lot of things, a lot of problems people don't believe come from discipline and education, like you said. So I
Yeah.
understand education and discipline, but how do you change people's thoughts? It's like you said, a lot of people get bored easily and they spend money to quench their boredom. I think you were saying Ty City said something about dudes, or somebody in the chat may have said it, dudes who
Hobbies.
yeah,
And I
I
think
agree.
hobbies is one thing. And
Mhm.
I think you got to invest in it. And I think this can help you through, even if you want to try to rule, and people will listen. It takes one ear and it takes one at a time. And the next thing you know, and they congratulate you did something great in the world for them. And he said, I'm not depressed anymore, and I get that a lot, and it's just like, I appreciate it, you know?
Man, I got so much I can say. I'm not, boy, because I really want to go in on this. You don't know how fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop,
Yeah.
but the deep in me really wants to go because
Yeah.
I may have to do a video about it. I want to rule the planet. What's it all
That's
about
just
me?
that's just a thought in my head when I think about, like, when I get
Emperor
off here, man.
Palpatine,
Yeah.
Emperor
Yeah.
Palpatine, Darth Vader. That's when I think about that, because if you really study Star Wars and look at the thoughts, it was what Palpatine was telling Anakin about we can bring peace to the galaxy, and we're going to have them follow my way and make it great for everyone. But how the people, if you look at it, seem oppressed. It's like how people in the Roman Empire, right? They always fighting against it because the people that were on the periphery felt not as part of the empire as the people inside the middle. You know what I mean? So it's man, that's pretty dope, man. Deep what you said is dope. Sorry, I'm ecstatic more
No,
than
no,
you.
no. It's cool to be ecstatic, but what I was saying was, I had to think that in my mind, because I was thinking about this when I was younger, even in these YouTube spaces with my old channel. But I put it on
Agree.
hold because I had different beliefs at the time. But I still have that mindset, because I said, man, if I had that much power like those billionaires, just to help certain people, you can't satisfy everybody. But the thing is, you're willing to take the risk. I like the edge and the risk. Even
Let me
if I
say
die
something
trying.
crazy.
Yeah.
A billion is 1,000 million. The average house price, I'm gonna say, in the United States, where I live, is about 500,000. So
Mm.
with $1 billion, you can buy 2,000 houses for people. There are people that are worth 10, 20 billion dollars, or maybe the assets. If they really wanted to be quote unquote altruistic and buy 200 people homes of up to value 500, they could do it. But would they? I'm just using an example. So it's so much more that goes into it than what people think. Like I don't know if I think galactically, but I think on scales like that, and I always say if I was a billionaire, I would do that. But could you really do it? And would people even like appreciation does not even really matter, but would it solve, would it change anything? Do you understand what I mean? We they talk
Yeah.
about it, but that's it's when it comes to bringing happiness or a peace to people, it's the whole game needs to be changed, but it's hard. Our brother Shaka said, but you know what altruism is? A lot of people don't understand the term. Truthfully, altruism is doing something for the benefit of others with no benefit to yourself. So to be truly altruistic, it wouldn't even make you feel good to do it. You would do it because it's right. But most people aren't like when you do stuff for your children or somebody you like, it may seem altruistic, but you're getting a benefit from it. Altruism is you got your shirt on and somebody that you don't even care about says, "Can I have your shirt?" and you just give them the shirt because it's the right thing to do because they look cold. And you may still feel good, but that's so a lot of altruism is not innately natural for most people. Most people want gratitude or appreciation from something other than the act itself. They want you to say thank you. So it's really a weird thing when you think about it. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, sir.
But I'm just saying, like, I have that mindset as an altruist myself. I did something good for somebody with a homeless person. Just want something. I say, here, here's this $20 so I can, help you with your need. I've always had a generosity mindset, and it's just, even if I want to rule the world and be that generous, I can. Now, the world is selfish. Not everybody's selfless. And I've noticed that, and I've learned about this world. I say, well, damn. And that selfish, but I understand how it works now and how they do it. And I said, okay, that's deep, you know. But a selfless society, that is not easy to do. And I think Dick said about the utilitarian part, that's part of it. You know, you got to take a big risk to help a lot of people. You know, that's one of my goals. If I ever try to rule, I said, man, if I had that type of power, man, shoot, I'll
I
change a
wouldn't
lot of things.
I wouldn't want to be a
You know,
ruler. I'd probably be a dictator. I'd be mean to people. Off
yeah,
with their
most
head.
people would. Most people would. I mean,
Head.
hey, that's understandable. Yeah, but you know, but you never had a peaceful leader, so that you know, it's kind of hard. That it's just a dream and a wish. I have thoughts like that sometimes, and then one thought I said, okay, if people make me mad, I just kick, like you said, off the head.
Off with their head.
Yeah,
Guys, I
yeah.
didn't know. You should have said hello, but I didn't know. Off with their head. I'd be mean. I'd be mean. Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh
man.
man.
Well, I better get off. I'm having too much fun talking to you, bro. I'm gonna start going crazy in a minute.
Yeah, you always welcome, man. Yeah.
Anyway, man, thanks for letting me hop up, man. I'm being too silly. I want you to get back to your regular scheduled programming. I'm gonna just listen to you.
I'm good. No, it's just a topic I threw up. I got it from Kuda. You know, I had to just throw something up out here, you know. Yeah, man.
All right, brother. I'm about to bounce.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. Say like, you know, I'm still streaming. Like, y'all can come up anytime you want. But yeah, man, it just shows you, man. Like the title says, celebrities and all right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, it's just I was buffering. Okay. All right. There we go. Yeah, that was a great discussion. But yeah, it's just like the title said, like I'm gonna go why what is it? Celebrities versus YouTubers. YouTubers. Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, he had a great conversation. That's just where I wanted to be. That's in my own mindset when I'm, you know, oh, it's pretty bad. Oh, well, hold on. Did I sit still? Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm good now. But yeah, it's just one of those things I want to discuss, and I just threw it together, and it was just like it was like something. Yeah, he felt something. Yeah, appreciate it. I mean that discussion we just had, it just it came out of my mind now, man. But yeah, it's crazy. And what I thought was, I mean, that discussion it got me thinking. But see, I always think like that when I get offline. You know, I don't think about the gynocracy or being a big YouTuber or versus celebrity. You know, I just want to throw this out here. You know, Kuda's gonna laugh at this video. Oh man. Oh man, if someone see this, I said, "What's this fool talking about right now?" But yeah, nine out of the box, man. Like, oh man, you know, the most I had was 8. But you know, but normally I'm just being in here. You know, I know people streaming and doing their thing, but yeah, man, I'm just over here just chilling. But you know, and it's just crazy, man. Like, you gotta do your thing. But yeah, man, I just want to throw this topic up. I didn't want to hold nobody up, but it's been an hour and 44 seconds, but and that's it. Yeah, he corrupted the panel. Yeah, it was a little corruption, but I had to jump out and see what was going on. But that's just part of it, in the spaces. And when you talk about real serious competition, I mean topics, we just get in deep. A little black pill now is sprinkled in there, I think I put the link in the chat. I shouldn't have. That's the second time. If y'all want to come up, that's cool. But it's like an hour discussion. But I know people want to hop down, but it's all good. I mean, I had a good discussion, so I think Rashawn said he was going to be back, but let me go on mute and check something. Hold on. But yeah, I'm back. And that's just it. But yeah, man. I know what's out and in and out, so I'm good now. Let's try to see what's going on here. But yeah, I just want to discuss the celebrities versus YouTuber things. What Kuda said, like, yeah, they're gonna take the stuff around. Um, I mean, when people be screaming and complaining about gynocracy and like, hey, he's taking our talking points. I thought we was YouTubers, but the celebrities like, what? It's just one of those things, man. Like, they out here, man. And when I was looking at these streams today, I had to throw this one up. I'm like, I have to look at it from here. People just love drama, man. I mean, 90% want entertainment, What we just had, ladies and gentlemen, it was just my own thoughts, and I enjoyed that discussion. I mean, it really helped me a little bit. But, it's just something out of the box. Every now and then I'll do that, I have serious topics every now and then, but then I bounce around and do these, and that's what I do. I just kind of spun it around. So that was just a thought that I want to put in. So it's just okay. I'm get into motion. Cause you got a lot of people up in here. Yeah, man. Yeah, because I know people don't want to come up, but that's cool. Because I know I'm a deep channel, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I got a lot of views off of it. Yeah. I know Kuda's bouncing around. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, man. I think this is our stream, but I know people ain't going to come up. I mean, if Rashawn, if you here, I mean, we can talk about something else. I mean, I've covered the celebrity versus YouTuber thing in motion. If not, I can go over the art new style. So, I just, I know people's talking about different things right now, but I had 9 out of the box. Congrats to me. I know platinum is entertaining right now. I don't be over at arts. So, you know what I mean? Just, and yeah, man. That's just it. But yeah, people can come and subscribe, whatever. But all I have to say from like, I'm just gonna I may have to wrap this up. Okay. I'll wrap this up real quick. See what I'm gonna get. Okay. Because I know we ain't gonna be here for much longer. Be in a sec. Okay. We may talk a little longer because I think Art ain't talking about nothing. I'll talk about something else. Put the link in the chat again. And pass it. Because I don't know if Kuda's going to do a third shift. I'm going to be in the chat. I'm going to be sky watching. Because I had a long day today. Yep. But you know, you live and you learn. Oh, man. I'm a small YouTuber. I guess Renaissance dipped. She dipped right now. She said, Sarah over here acting like Morgan Freeman. I love it. Oh my God. Yeah, man. I had to get the fuck up out of there. Oh man. Shouts out to Home Alone, man. Dig thugs always, bro. Yeah, man. But you know, I enjoy Ty City's stream today. It is so crazy that what's going on. And I know the panels of the world is just acting up. I mean, I got a lot of things going. And they try to say, oh, it's your mic. I said, yeah, it's my headset to the mic. You know, I'll be all right. You know, I sound crisp now, but you know, I'm always talk rough and loud, you know, but on Kuda's panels, I act crazy. You know what I mean? You know, and like you can see the gray circle thing moving and people act crazy. So, you know, he said, I wouldn't be a nice ruler. Yeah. That's just me. I try to be a nice one, but knowing me, if I really get pushed, I'll be the same way. But you know, that was something. That was just a dream and a great wish. I was just playing around right there. Now that I was probably trolling right there, but you know, it's just the thought. It's a dream. You know, if I was a ruler, and it didn't mean if I was positive or negative. You know, I've been more destructive. I wouldn't have cared. You know, I said, yeah, you have a point. I couldn't be a nice ruler. I mean, I haven't seen one yet. Be generous with the people, yes, but everybody else, meh. I have a dark side to me, you know. But yeah, you have to be that sometimes. Just like my avatar that I got from Airden. He's an NL ruler. Takes people's souls to make them slaves. Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I'm being too silly right now. Ah, man. I don't know what BGS is talking about over there. Oh my goodness. Woo! Yeah, I'm gonna take this off the charger. I think that's acting up. Yeah. Just like totally. But yeah. Yeah, man. He said, hold on a sec. But you know, it's just like celebrities versus YouTubers again. What's the subject matter that I put? Oh dang, it's for I got a Pinterest thing. Get off my thing, man. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Cause I'm a small YouTuber. I'm a small YouTuber. But you know, that's the type of discussions we have, man. We build. And sometimes it can be StreamYards, you know, that fix all the mortgage. Because, you know, StreamYards is just one hell of a drug. But I think I used Melon once. I don't know if I want to upgrade, but Yeah, my next topics. Yeah, tomorrow I'll do the zodiacs. I'll be on fire with that one. Um, I'll get into motion, and that's just the thing with me. I stick to those and stick with the esoteric stuff, and then yeah. Then the chat room battles on live streams. That's gonna be off the dome. That may be open panels and stuff. How to maintain the content. That's gonna be a deep discussion. You know, that may be open panel as well for those two times, and I'll be done. And I'll come up with a stream and just let my views grow for a minute. See what I can work with. But yeah. Oh, Rashawn's here. Okay.
Yes, another fellow small YouTuber.
Yeah. I'm a big YouTuber. You like cool? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about these celebrities. I'm a big YouTuber. First of all, nigga, like you don't know how the game goes.
Right.
Like for you to be calling yourself a big YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bruh. Like, man, ain't nobody got time for that shit. It's like, calm that shit down.
I know. Oh, the way he explained it when people take his shit, man. I at this point I don't really care. I mean, let them take it. They gonna fall flat, man. Like when I see Kwame with that mic and that phone, boy. Oh Lord, he trying to fit in.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I mean, I was really rooting for this man, but then it was just like, this is all too soon. The
Mama's
hype,
cooking. Yeah.
mama's cooking. Now went to mama's food poisoning. like, like damn, son. It was like shit. We were all rooting for you, sir, and then wow,
Mm-hmm.
you let us down. Like, it's like, god damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just I just want to like just throw the stream up, man, because I didn't really care, but I was like 8, 9 out of the box. I mean, yeah, I got some viewership, yay! Eventually, I'm gonna get 10 or 15, if I have a serious topic. But you know how it goes. Like people move around in streams, and I'm still here, you know. But last night, I think Kuda had the shoes. Different styles, and he said, "Y'all hating, man." And then when Ism got on the panel, I had to take my ass to bed. I was tired, and the reason being was I just had to do something different, and I was tired because we was climbing on them shoes. I mean, we went in, we didn't care. Panel too. Shouts out to King.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yeah. I was like, nah, this is too much for my sneaker taste. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah. And I think the knockoffs was kind of crazy, but
Oh man, yeah, those knockoffs were wild.
yeah. And Kane said he wanted a blue shoes and shit. Like, no, he likes, but he never owned the red ones. And we was talking about that, and Kuda kept showing the reds. It became real, man. It's just wild like that, you know.
Oh man, like I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know who had the nigga moment, but
Mm. Yeah,
I'm guessing it wasn't. I'm guessing it didn't really go too well.
yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah, Sir Anthony. I was say um yeah, quite well. I would say all of us, but to me, Kwame pretty much let me down after all that hype. Just happened too soon. Now he's falling on his face as we speak. Yeah. It's like, damn, bruh.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, it kind of let me down. And I think most people say, what, a masculinity hustle by Toxic? It is. And I think someone tried to argue me over our new South. I'm like, dude, chill, man. Y'all over there supporting this shit. Like, I'm laughing at y'all. I'm like, 1 minute y'all say you with the topic, and then I decided to check, dude. I'm like, dude, just go on and fix your side, man. Like, you're not doing anything. You support a
Yeah,
man that threatened Kuda's life, man. I'm not gonna be with all that. That's why I did this topic, try to get away from all that shit. Like, dude, y'all failed, man. Just like Kwame, man. It's the same shit that Kuda tried to tell you. Like, you got to get your stuff right if you want to be on that next level, you know. And to me, I ain't for that. I mean, that's their thing. I mean, it's fun, you know. But if I invest in it on things like that, yeah, I can switch up. I don't mind switching up based off the quality of the content. I'm learning about this more than I move forward. So eventually I will change around that. So, you know, I'm looking at things what I like just to play and experiment. You know, I'm experimenting right now.
right.
I'm
Yeah,
in that stage, you know, see what I can do with not only the numbers, but see who's gonna support or not. So I get it, you know. And I'm not even tripping. And that's the funny thing. And I'm laughing every time I get off line or go to sleep, whatever, or should I say off the panels of the player talk radio or the third shift. I feel relief, man. When I was over there and I told him last night, I said, over there, it's just the same old bullshit. The talks, the get to the table nonsense. And it's just sad, man.
yeah,
Really sad, you know?
yeah. It is, man. It man. It's like I get tired. I get tired of hearing the same old fucking topics. Racism, dating, racism, more
Colorism.
dating,
Yeah.
colorism.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, who got game, who doesn't? It's like, god damn. It's like y'all are just a broken record. Like, holy shit. It's like I ain't never seen folks that were this this keen to the same old topics. It's like,
Mm.
man, like, man, you can already you can already tell you can already tell in this space who just doesn't want to adapt.
Hmm. It's very, very. We already know who's not going to adapt. It's only a handful, and it's sad though, you know. But it's true.
Yeah, it's oh man, it's just like it's like I don't know how folks do it, but it's just like nah. Next, it's like it was like if it was another bomb chariot, it's like nah, you got to go. I'm sorry,
Hmm.
nah, you got to go. You got to
You have to
go.
go, bruh. Yeah,
You got to go, slug. Got to go.
yeah. I call her a slug. Yeah, she's a slug. Yeah, the
Like
slug lord. Yeah.
Lord Slug.
Hmm. The queen of all slugs.
The slug movement.
Hmm. The slug movement. Yeah.
The slug hood.
Hmm. Slug hub. Yeah.
Oh man.
I wish I had that soundbite from Third World Columbia with the Arnold Schwarzenegger with the alien. I mean the Predator movie. He said, "Get to the chopper."
Yeah.
When someone says something outrageous, I wish I had that soundbite. Yeah, man.
Like sounds like somebody is raging.
Mhm.
Sounds like somebody is triggered.
Yeah. Yeah, but Art ain't talking about nothing. Who is on? Ain't nobody on but me and Platinum. Platinum talk about the same old weird shit.
Oh,
What's he
racism.
talking? Oh shit, I ain't gonna be in that. And it's
Yeah,
getting
I
views. It's got views. Oh my god. I'm staying over at Arts tonight because they talking about Bill Cosby. I can tolerate that. God damn, it's the touch ups with me. I'm gonna stay.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay over there.
yeah.
See
Well,
what these niggas want.
I might just stay off these YouTube streets until tomorrow.
Yeah, to tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be talking about something else. I'll be talking about the Zodiacs. It's a two stream day. I want to make
Mm,
sure I don't get the first one out the way. I want to see how I'm gonna do. Um, because I don't know. I'm gonna be busy in the morning, but in the afternoon I'm gonna structure the time. And
right.
once I do it, I'm gonna be in motion with it. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those streams, and that may not be an open panel because I may have to do that one and just break that down and keep it. But the next one that day it'll be around the afternoon. That's gonna be an open panel, but I'm gonna go in on the topic. I'm gonna get some minutes off of it and then round it off to like an hour, then open it up and explain and show the pictures and things like that, and you
Right.
know, and
Yeah.
just talk about it. And I might have to write some of it down because it gets very lengthy. So, but the next one will be on the 4th. That's going to be in the afternoon. That's going to be like 3 something, because I'm going to break that down. And then the quality, I'm going to do that on the 6th. So I have a tight stream schedule, and then I laid it out. And then I got 2 on the 8th and the 10th. I think on the 8th, chat room wars. That's going to be an open one.
Oh
And,
wow.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna talk about how they act up in certain chat rooms. I've seen this. Which one's entertaining? I may talk about Ramil and Platinum. Those are the main 2. And the third one, I'm gonna mention. I always call him the Great Reset, Mr. Reset, the God of all resets. Yeah, I got to go in on his chat room. The weirdos, man. It's a lot of weirdos in
uh,
the chat. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
combination. I got to go in on them. And then the 10th one, I think the 10th. I'm going to talk about how to maintain the content, how to keep it consistent, and how you do it with pre-records and things like that, and a combination of things, especially on YouTube. So it's one of those things that I got to focus on, but I think it's perfect for me to schedule, and I'm glad I did it last month. I did them all last month, and last month was a blast for me. I mean, doing those streams, getting subscribers, man, it's really cool, and I'm glad I'm doing this, man. I mean, I'm glad my channel's getting off the ground now. So, been out of this hiatus. I said, man, you know what? Let's do my hobbies to get to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get to work, boy.
Let's
We
get
don't.
the fucking work.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, man. But somebody was when I fired up that stream about oh man about Taraji Peterson's statement.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a part. I did a I did a part 2 series on 2 different days about that.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I think the second time when there was a lot of people that pulled up, and I was like, damn, everybody just dipped. Like,
Yeah.
but then I looked, I was like, oh shit, they even gave me 7 likes. I mean, hey, fuck it. It
Hmm.
could have been different. It could have been different people, but it was just like, I mean, shit.
Hmm.
Third be having a ball.
Oh yeah. Third's a fool, man. He was a fool today over at I will
Who
say
this?
no, Ramils. He
Oh,
was going in hard on Zero, man. Like, yeah, they was trying to mess. They was trying to mess with
oh.
Fighter, man, and they was talking about traveling. And Fighter stood his ground. He said, let's go on and admit that these dudes is tricky. He's trying to tell that to Ramil. He said, you look like Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's what, because he had those braids. And I started
Mm-hmm.
laughing. Ramil's a fool. He was saying that, trying to mess with him. And then what did Zero say? He said, oh, he's doing his bitchin' knees again. I'm like, see, this is what I'm talking about. The one trick ponyism trolling. Ain't nobody feeling that, man. I mean, he got so uptight, and then Third World got in the chat. He said they cheering this boy off like you don't even know Fighter. See, the last time they got at it, when I was on the panel over at Melodies, that's when I met Fighter Complex for the first time, and I knew who he was. When you go over to Melodies, and then I didn't know he had his own channel. I said, "Oh, okay, he's cool." And then he's cool with Kuda, so he knows the sphere. I said, "Okay, he's a young dude." And then Zero, the older guy, 40-something years old, got kids by baby mamas and stuff.
Oh.
And Third World went in and called one minus, and then he tried to say he conflates certain things, but but that's Zero. I mean, Zero's been cool with Kuda for years, and until the split happened, and he got his own channel, and they don't even talk. I said, yeah, Zero's gonna be Zero, and gonna be people. And Fighter stood his ground, talking about the tricking aspect. That's what got him triggered. I don't think it was the bitch assness. He lied right there. No, it's the tricking word, the T word. That's what got him triggered. That's what got him triggered.
Yeah.
That's just my observation. And Fighter
Yeah.
was right. And then he tried to change it. No, it's so real. And I said, no, Zero. It's that word.
No, it's
It's
tricking,
that word.
bro.
Yeah. That got him triggered. And brothers be lying about the travel of, I would say, Colombia to where he's from. Dominican Republic, trying to say that they ain't that much difference. And he's right. They're poverty stricken countries, but black men travels. He was trying to defend himself where he lives at, and that's cool. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Shouts out to him. But he stood his poise. He answered the questions fairly decent. It just got derailed by Zero, and dude had enough. Fighter had enough. He wasn't going nowhere.
I mean, just like most of these niggas that like living in the fantasy world, that they on that purple stuff.
Yeah, the purple pill paradise, aka blue pill, man. They over there.
like they open up the fridge. The first thing they don't go to is Sunny Delight. They're like, hey guys,
Hey
I got
guys.
some of this. I got some of this purple paradise. Like, I want some Sunny D. Man, are you crazy? What you want Sunny Delight for? This is where it's all.
Right.
Like, and that one kid was like, but I want some Sunny Delight. I don't want that purple. I don't want that purple paradise shit.
Right, Sir Anthony. Yeah, they don't. Never say nothing. They live stream about that shit right now. I don't even mess with it like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
he had a stream. Yeah, he had a stream yesterday. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, like it was like one or few times I've been in there, and I was like, "Oh, I know who's in the panel, so I'm good."
When I
Like,
saw that slug on the panel while she was doing that Kuda, that slug is crazy, man.
that slug is a wild hunt.
Yeah, a wild hunt. Shoot, my wild hunt army would dash and made them slaves. It's a form of slavery. You see, he's weighted, you guys. He's weighted. He's a road collar. Like, road collar.
Yeah, they're like, rose color. Like, shut the fuck up and go outdoors, nigga. Like, damn. It's like, holy shit. I had never seen too many brothers that be having these Carl Thomas and Ralph Testevan moments. Testevan. Correction. I don't even know how to pronounce that nigga's name. He's a softie. Like let's just put it that way. Uh all these Negroes, man.
Mm-hmm. Like GMT, he said, these Negroes.
It's like, ruh, ruh, ruh. Oh, he's a Rhodes Scholar. What would he know about? What would he know about high quality woman? Ah. Like it's like that one. It's like that one episode of of Divine Intervention.
Yeah.
Like that's all I hear from these. That's all I hear from these panels. Is nothing but an intervention. A straight up like a straight up intervention.
Yeah.
Of broken folks from the previous generation that is now catching the burnout. Or already been burned out.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny too. And then when they get exposed, they just show their hand, man. But like, Renaissance was tripping in the chat. She said, you're bored, you're free. I think Renaissance, okay. But you don't have a problem. Now you don't cam up, but somebody's
Yeah.
gonna get you. Somebody's gonna get you. I said, we
Mhm.
got her, you see. But how it is. But she'll be all right. She'll be all right.
Yeah, she be
But she
alright.
should stay. She should stay off of platform because they crazy, man.
Yeah, that. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like I'll. It's like Platinum's channel. He's like that out. He's like that outside like lamp
Mm-hmm.
that tracks all the moths until till their ass starts crashing and burning. Once they get into the panel, and
Burn.
then
Yeah.
Platinum just does what he does best, baits them.
And what he does is like it's for their detriment. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, man, and he tricks you like that, and certain people be on those panels they get triggered. But basically, he's trolling.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't take two and two and put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
So shit. Yeah, I definitely agree. I do my best to stay the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Cause man, listen, like people have no life. Their life is actually on here.
Yeah. They really don't. I mean, I have a life outside of this anyway. Even I be in the clouds watching and I was doing something outside of my house, whatever. It's always this structured. And one individual got upset and was trying to talk shit about why I used to work out. I'm like, dude, get it right. And I called him a broke millionaire, and I got under his skin. I told somebody in Ramil's chat when he did that stream, he put it on Patreon. I said, he's mad, y'all. He's mad, y'all. I'm inside his head. He can't even think outside the box.
That's great. It's like what it's like why do folks do all this pocket watching?
Hmm.
It's
Don't
like
tell me. Yeah.
It's like you don't got nothing else to do with yourself, bitch. Like, it's like, damn, y'all niggas act more like females and the females acting more like niggas.
They'd be like,
like grizzly bears. Like, ah, shit. Hold up now.
that's a bear. Brothers can't hunt bear, and then plus they think they're a big YouTuber. Yeah.
It's like it's like how just like oh you think you can handle okay you must not know. All right. All right, you gonna learn shit the hard way.
oh yeah. I cussed him out in Ramil's chat, and I said he's gone. I said, look, and I said, what, a coward? I said, yeah, I clean his clock, you know, with the trolling. So I had to get him back. So I wasn't going to join on a panel. He said he get asked to these questions. I was like, dude, shut your ass up. You don't like,
Like, shut your ass up, nigga.
yeah.
You lost.
Mm-hmm.
Take that
I'm
loss with
saying
grace.
they lost that shit since the time when they was talking about that nonsense thanks to Hammer, and they trust the Hammer's good. I said, yeah, he's got a little better, but I don't watch his content. That boy's destroyed. Who
Oh,
destroyed him? Yeah, he
oh
destroyed him
man.
with that shit. But they love to lie and do all this stuff trying to be life coaches, but that's what they do. That's what they try to take the place. They said they try to take over us. I said they ain't gonna do that. They too stupid. It's only a handful,
It's only a handful. Only a handful. It's only a handful of niggas. Shit. But these celebrities, man, need to stay in their fucking lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, listen, you haven't been on these YouTube streets, man.
You got to get used to it.
Yeah,
So
and it's like there are no celebrities on this side of YouTube. We are
Mm-hmm.
just some regular folk.
Mm-hmm. And Kwame learned that very quickly, and especially selling that hustle to these men out here, man, because he was talking about family and then improvement, which is cool, and have no problems with people who support family.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like the thing is, it's very mute at this point. So, people got things to worry about.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I know it's very hard out here to find someone because, like we said earlier in the stream with CG3, man, that was a good build. It's relative to the topic. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, did Bill Cosby just defeat the Me Too movement? Angry Man, I don't think they did. He's doing a stream on it. It's like 500 people. God damn.
I was actually gonna tune into that.
Yeah. I mean,
Damn. I mean,
that's already been discussed, but I don't think he took it down. But I may watch some of it later.
yeah.
But I got art to watch. Shit, I got plenty of people to watch. But I just did this stream to just chill.
Mm.
Yeah, it ain't nothing special.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Now we figured now that you brought you brought up Bill Cosby. Oh man, I forgot to post this I forgot to post this short that I did on my gram. Hold on, I'm about to I'm about to upload it right now. Just just to get the slug hood, just to get the slug hood pissed off. Just a tiny bit. Just mind you, it's all for shits and giggles.
Facts.
The Me Too movement went into hibernation for Biden.
Facts. Yeah, that kind of woke me up when he said that. Yeah, because I was about to doze off, but I'm cool though. You know, I slept a little bit because it was like a brief brain nap. I get those a lot, but you know
Oh
that's
man.
being you know it's normal. It's normal. I'll be sleeping great tonight, so I'm not even worried about nothing. You know, because I usually do 3 hours to 4 hour streams anyway. I don't do them like long, but you know I'm getting there. You know, if I get some time, I will able to do that. Pick a day, but you know I don't know what topic. I was just gonna come in and just start talking. But yeah, man, it's just like I just had to throw this one up, and I knew Kuda was watching. He had a what you call it. He was checking my community tab and all this stuff.
Mm.
It was support anti and subscribe, and he said 100. And man, like you know, yeah, I keep the stream up, but yeah, if he wants to come through, or if he's just sky watching, it's cool. But yeah, man, like I know he's probably I don't know if he's gonna do the third shift. He says he's gonna go to Six Flags with his girl, so you know I ain't pressuring him to come over. But you know if he stops by, it's cool. But Fasten stopped by. You know, shouts out to him. He stopped by yesterday when I did that video and those reviews, so you know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to be a little different, but that's me. But see, I'm gonna be streaming 2 streams tomorrow, so I'll be good. And then the July 4th. So yeah, this weekend's gonna be exciting for me. Talking about the Zodiacs, I can't wait. Start reading up on it, talking about it, and explain it again, and just I'm so geeked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a couple of links of the quality sign. I found the right link to that too, and it's going to help me through those streams. So I have them all planned out, map out. Now, the other 2 streams that I'm going to do on the 8th, on the 10th, that's off the dome. That's off the cuff. So you know how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. Damn,
Yeah.
that's a fucked up question. All right, so here's this question. This is uh Abba and Preach posted this, right? So
Mm-hmm.
get ready. So this is a question for the men. You have to choose what your significant other shares with her group of friends. The options are a sex tape or your deepest secrets. Comment below with your reason why you choose what you chose.
Mm.
Showing them a tape of us banging or telling them my deepest secret. Damn.
Mm.
Shit.
Mm. Mm. That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah. I was like, well, I mean, neither of this shit is not good. Have your significant other embarrassed while you sharing while sharing a sex tape. Like, oh man, shit. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
man.
unless it was a swingers party, then it. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, it's eat your own, brother. Eat your own.
Oh, what's going on, Tampa? Salute, man. Salute. Yeah, Tampa's cool, man. Kappa, what happened? You didn't get a wrench?
I don't think he does, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on with you two getting rid of my boy's wrenches? I think I got you one. Okay. Yeah. That was earlier. Yeah, what's going on with the two? Okay, I'm good. Okay. It's been a good stream. But yeah, man. Like, I just threw this one up and I said celebrity versus YouTubers. What I was about to
Us
say.
YouTubers.
Yeah, my man. Thanks. Yeah. I support the content. Yeah, getting real dudes, just come over. We have this nice build. Yeah, some fun and logic, open discussion about. Yeah, I just want to do something there. I said, damn, I got 40 something views. It's like shit. It's getting there, but if you hit that threshold,
Yeah.
and, you know,
Yeah, you definitely yeah. Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Let's see
Like
what's going on.
yeah, like there were a couple like there were I would say like that second like that's when I did the part 2 of the
Mm-hmm.
first joint, and
Yeah.
then like when I was doing when I was doing like my mixes and shit. I mean playlists. And like, I was like, oh damn, like only like 2 out of the live streams that I had like 6 people, maybe 7. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate the community tabs and shit.
Yeah. I try to have great content. Appreciate it, Tampa. Yeah. But yeah, you just spread it out, man. I think CG3 said the same thing. I try to be different than everybody else, especially in the spirit, because when I used to do it back in those days, it was pre-records, man, and I'm getting better with it. But what you get to that level, and that's what I'm gonna talk about I would say the next weekend on the 10th. I want to talk about how you maintain it and then just be consistent. And then when you leave it for like at least like a 4-year span, a hiatus, you just be on fire. And then your
Mm,
views go up. It depends on the topic, what you have in there. So it helps. It
yeah,
helps.
it, yeah, it does. It does. Like, you don't have to put as well. Like in the future, there'll come to a time where you're gonna like upload a pre-video, a correction, pre-recording, and or just do a self stream.
Yeah, self streams are good. That's the ones I really like the most because you get a lot of people come through.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, and I want to do ones at night too. I'm thinking I'm gonna do one at night and just talk in the dark, in the morning and just chill and see what's going on. And people like say, "What are you doing this for?" I'm just chilling.
I'm just chilling in the cut. With
Yeah,
a red cup in your hand, mind your business.
yeah,
What's in my cup is in my cup, damn it.
yeah,
Just know that I'm just giving you some good conversation as well as content.
yeah. That too.
Cause man, listen, like I don't know, like it's like when I drink, I start being more vocal.
Yeah, and that's what you got to be. And to me, I don't even drink like I used to when I was a lot younger, but I don't now. But I'm vocal now online, but even offline I am too. But I wasn't always. I was just a quiet kid. But I
Mm-hmm.
developed that confidence later on, in sports, and that's what helped. And it's just it's funny though, because no, we get amped up. We get amped up down here too. So but these type of environments, man, like in the chat room, I be saying some wild shit, but on the panels, a totally different story.
Bro,
Yeah,
man, listen, this panel is pretty much becoming like pretty much becoming like the Jacks.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's like there's certain. It's like, like let's look at it from this angle, right? It's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much like where you're at compared to like where you about to be at when you like step to the next block and it's like a war zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like yeah, and yeah, like it's pretty much like that.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a power. I got that from a Gwent card. And I'm glad I found the wiki and to get those pictures off of it. And that's I'd make it in my avatar. But I had Geralt, but I said, it only hold up 10 pictures, I believe. I have 10 pictures
Yeah.
total. Yeah.
Oh, that depends. Yeah, when you
Upgrade.
yeah, the upgrades.
You
Yeah.
can get more. Yeah. I haven't say I ain't got that much money right now, but if I do, yeah, that's the next thing I want to eventually do. That's something I'm going to invest in because I want to get some more money in the future. So, you know, I just rather have 10 for the moment because I ain't trying to dump them all on y'all. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's too many avatars. Some people would rather just have 3. You
Yeah,
know?
man. Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like I mean, I feel like depending on what type of content you're presenting, like on whatever day, like the avatar is just like matching what you know what the topic is.
Yeah.
And, you
But for
know?
me, this character, Airden, he's dark. He's like the Red Raiders. They just
Oh
tear up
yeah.
shit. Yeah. I have to be if
Yeah.
I'm the villain, I gotta dress like it in the avatar. That's my whole purpose
Man,
of doing my
oh
streams.
man,
Yeah.
yo, son, when they pulled up um at the at Garrett at the Witcher's castle. Oh
Oh
shit!
yeah, they
Yeah,
wasn't
oh,
playing.
I was like, oh damn, this is
Yeah,
just
man.
like this is just this is just like in the Wire with the Barstow crew was uh was up against the Stanfield crew. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
hmm And that's what you gotta be. And then, Airden was just vicious. Even the cutscene with him and Geralt be fighting, like, oh man, be on fire, man. But
Yeah,
that's the
but Geralt
content you have
fucked
to
him
have.
up.
At the end. Yeah. I got
Yeah,
some of his pictures. I got some of his pictures in the files, and I'm glad I saved those in the pills and stuff. I'm good, I'm in excellent hands. So, on this and then what you see on the screen, that's my old background with the assassins. I mean, that's my old background.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like those like games like that, like The Witcher, man, like shit. It should at least get like the best game of the year award or the best like series
hmm
award, you know? Cause shit, man, like things have fucking changed on television. Like I remember, like, tell me if I'm not bugging. Like, remember when Spike TV first came out, right?
Right.
And they had like the video game awards, which was by hands down, like I would say the most standout like award show from like any award show. Cause it was like, you know what I mean?
hmm
Like you actually had video game characters actually at the awards. Like either on the screen and shit, or you have like the 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 voice actors, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. That's
Mhm.
like if they decided to have like a sci-fi awards, which they have in the past, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah.
believe I believe sci-fi once had an award show. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it's worth the research. But it just goes to show how like times have changed, you know.
Mhm.
And I mean, shit, Spike TV was my shit. Spike TV was my shit because it was more like it dealt with tech as well as like the macho action movies and shit that we all grew up watching. And yeah, man, like shit. what channel what channel do we have now that represents men?
Not much.
Yeah. Exactly.
You don't really. It's kind of died out.
Exactly.
Yeah, because the way things is running, you know, is Gold Professor and Kane on See We Here? Oh God, are they gonna? They passed their time, so
Having a debate? No
I
way.
don't. I don't know.
It's a possibility. I mean that would be that would be a very interesting debate though.
Yeah. Oh, this thing gotta
I mean
go.
depending on the subject matter.
Yeah. Get to YouTube.
Oh yeah, bro. Spike TV's been gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spike TV's been fucking gone, man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that coming up.
I mean, shit, bro. Like that. I mean, yeah. Like I definitely would say shit changed.
Yeah, I
Shit.
remember Spike TV growing up. Yeah. What do you say? I haven't watched Spike TV since I was young, man. So I'm 33 right now. It's gone away. I didn't watch television anymore. Yeah, I stopped watching TV somewhere around after high school, and I was in my video games and stuff. I was online most of my late teens to early 20s, and then I went outside. I did sports and everything, but I barely watched television. That's how it started. It was somewhere around the late 2000s and the 2010, and they had internet TV then. But I use YouTube as my TV. That's been like that for decades, and now
Yeah.
it became the norm. It became the norm, man. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it did. It really did. Cause it's like shit. It's like I haven't I haven't watched television since shit. Since they can't since the third season of Into the Badlands was done on AMC. That was it. Then I was just like, well, no more Into the Badlands. So I guess go back to watching YouTube shit.
it's
and then
gone
of
after the line. Yeah,
and then of course wow. And then Bruce Lee's daughter uh revived his actual like show that was supposed to air when he was still alive, but they gave that they gave that role to David Carradine. I don't know why. But yeah, this shit. I mean, yeah, I got HBO Max, man. Like, I recommend y'all to watch Warrior.
Mhm. I remember Netflix in the day too when I was younger in the workplace, and I remember Pluto TV. It damaged my Pixel because it was already old, but it blew out the sides of it. I'm like, damn, I had to seal it up as a trophy. I was watching too much content and streaming, so yeah.
Yeah.
He said Shaka Nulu. He's probably bouncing around. So, got 10 likes on that mug. Yeah. Yeah. The first hour we was talking to CG3, he had a top down. He said, what you want to do? Like something. It was a great question. And I had to look at the replay it again, but you know how it is. But
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
it's something else.
Yeah.
But he said I'm gonna do a stream on it. I said, go ahead. I mean, like, I'm gonna rule the world, man. It got crazy, man. It's a
Mm.
deep topic. But you know what I mean? Like, people just gonna get emotional. But yeah, I have a few heavy hitters. I know they came Tie City and DS1 and and then you got the regular
Yeah,
hit.
shout out the Sheep. Yeah. Him and Ty City actually pulled up on um when I was doing music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that was great. Like, I was like, yes, like, shout out
Yeah,
to y'all, man.
yeah. And shout out to them. And then of course Renaissance came by. I was shocked that she came through a female, but the first one was Queen. And then I had Char Willie and then her, Renaissance. I
Yeah,
have
you
three
know
or four.
what? Shout out to her too. She actually pulled up on my stream one time. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to her. Her and Renaissance actually, they're actually the first two women that actually came to my live. So,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
then of and then
Yeah.
of
Go
course
ahead. Mhm.
and then of course Let's See came only for a flat
Oh,
second.
the damn child. That's a child. That's a child to me. That can't be a grown woman sounding like a child. Now, whose child is this? My God. Arguing with men. That's a
But
child, man.
oh man, I was like, I was like, man, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that I mean, that's great.
It is.
But then it's just like, I wonder who be watching in the clouds.
I'm trying to figure out who it is. And it could have said it's mostly females.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm starting to believe that too, because usually the males come and then they say something in chat.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Look at this right now. it went it went from 5 now down to 4.
Yeah, it's up and down. The most I've had was like 9 out of the box, and 8 when we was
Mm,
talking with CG3. Yeah, I'm told you I'm doing good. It's people that subscribe. It's based off your subscription too. It's a combination.
yeah.
And then I already got 10 likes. See, I got more likes on the last couple of streams, and I'm getting there. See, I'm working with it, and the more I leave, we're doing a live right now. But once I cut this off, the views go up. It depends on who's looking at your content. And if you've been on panels or sharing videos, they're gonna look at your shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. I've done this before. I did this years ago, and then when I left that 6-year hiatus,
Right.
man. That's a good feeling, you know. But that's how you do content, man. That's how you maintain. That's another way to do it. Now, if you want to do it for like 3 years and leave, or 3 weeks or 4 months, your views are gonna go up. So I knew back then it was gonna go up. They have
Right.
to be interested in your content and the quality of it. I mean, audio is. I agree with him on that. That's true. It depends on if it's bad audio, but if he has a good voice, he can get away with it. Now, if he has a bad audio with a squeaky voice, that's even worse. Nobody wants to listen to that. You know, I
Yeah.
do know that. I do know that. It
Yeah.
depends. It depends. It varies. If you have bad audio, it depends on what type of audio. If it's not extremely bad, you just gotta adjust a little thing and tweak it. You know.
Yeah.
And it ain't easy, but that's how you start. And even when I did pre-records, I had computers that it's like a laptop built-in camera, you know, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Oh shit. Yeah, I decided to change the picture. I'm not gonna use Airden's sword as a avatar when I'm going on panels. I'm gonna use the one to control the worlds. This one and the one with the ice bomb. You know.
Mm. Mm.
Those are the three I'm gonna use. Well,
Mm.
and if I say, is that the same guy? I say, yeah, I got pictures of Airden. I want to be different, you know. I want to stand out to somebody. And if they like it, they don't. They just say, yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah.
Yeah, man, my nieces are here.
Mm,
Yes. Oh man, the youngest one was whoo. Man, she gonna be she gonna I'm gonna say this right now. I'm praying she don't become a problem as a
mm.
Scorpio.
Oh Lord, yep, yeah. They'll grow into it. You know, I have an older cousin that's a Scorpio. She's in her 40s. She turned 40 in 2020. In 2021, she'll be 41 this year. So yeah, she's like a hairdresser and stuff. In
Uh,
Scorpio, she does all types of hair too, white and black. You know, she started black and then the white. So you know how that is.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you got the nail tech. I call her nail tech scholar. This and she started laughing around her too.
I think my aunt is a Scorpio too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, shit. they used they,
Mm-hmm.
they used to call her Crazy Mary, right? Because I remember, I remember, I seen a pic. I think it was her graduation picture, right? Or her like one of her like school pictures where she had like blonde, nothing but blonde hair. I was like, oh yeah. I can
Mm-hmm.
see that you were the wild one.
Yeah.
Like, and she was also the middle child too.
Oh shit, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, man. And that's usually what it is. I mean, it can be good or bad, but you know, I'm gonna talk about some of that tomorrow too and break that down why it's like that characteristic wise. I ain't gonna get into the sexual part. That's a whole nother time. You know, Kuda went in deep with that book. I ain't got that book yet. I'll eventually get it, but you know, we'll see. But I'm not gonna put it on the channel now. I'm just gonna read that to myself because that's gonna be interesting. And I'll use a few little kinks in there. But everybody's got their own versus how to look at it. But I already got two links that will benefit this stream, you know, that's more esoteric and see what they mean, symbolisms and the planetary. But I ain't gonna get into the other shit that Toya was showing. I said, yeah, that's nice, but it doesn't really matter. I just go by the characteristics and the mood swings and how people function in business or whatever, you know, what you're dealing with. Everybody's
Yeah.
got these days, and I hardly ever celebrate my birthday. I used to when I was a lot younger. So yeah, I hardly
Yeah.
ever celebrate it. The older you get, you just kind of forget. You know.
I think that's a little bit hard for me.
Yeah, I tend to forget because I don't forget because I'm younger now. But the older I get, I'll be like, nah, I'll be done with it. My dad forgets some of the times he celebrates. He just vibes. He said, "Oh, it's a day for me." Because he's an Aries, so
uh,
he's March, I think 31st. Yeah, see, he knows that. That's that warrior spirit they were saying. Yeah,
mm,
yeah. I'm gonna go in depth tomorrow about it, and boy, it is a pleasure of doing this stream as well. So it's just a nice stream. So
indeed, it was.
yeah. It's gonna hit the 3 hour mark in a minute, and I'm just gonna go. Yeah. Because I done said way too much.
Yeah, you surely did, brother.
Yeah, I got
Surely
my
did.
thoughts out. Thanks to CD3 to make it interesting on this panel. I'm just shouting everybody out. Yeah, Tom Malone, Aspelon Bianchi, Sir Anthony. Who else came through? Rashawn came through. New came through. Wayne is on. And Dig, my boy Thig. Appreciate you, man. Dig Thug, Digital Thug, they probably call him. He's always been curious. I've been on MOT panels. Okay. Uh, that's it. Who else? Tone came in and quit. Yeah, man. Y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on this little hour mark. So I'm good. But yeah, television has changed. So you know how
Yeah,
that
it
goes.
has. It really has, man. Like shit. What we used to watch growing up, like man, hands down, like there was a lot of great television growing up until like once we got older, then here comes this dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they already shooting fireworks. God damn. It's too early for that shit. But I know it's a Sunday. Coming up Sunday. Oh man, they tripping on Friday. He said July 4th is here. Shit.
Shit, nigga.
Man, get your mind right now.
I got my mind right with these fireworks. Like, this
Mm-hmm.
nigga.
That's exactly what I'm saying. This nigga. So that's
I'm like, listen, I'm not out here because it's 4th of July. I'm only out here because the barbecues are live back on this day. And I'm just here to get a plate.
I know. Yeah. Let's wait for this hour mark to get through. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I had to discuss. So, like, yeah, celebrities versus YouTubers.
YouTubers. Us
I'm
YouTubers.
I'm a big YouTuber.
Till you fall on your face. What happened now, big YouTuber?
Mm-hmm. To the sweet watery guts. To you boss. That's Steph is cold. Shouts out to the brother. Yeah. He be in Roger's chat throwing $100, man. $100 holla, in the 99 cents department.
$100 holla.
Hundun.
Oh man. Well, time to get the recliner chairs and the popcorn.
Yeah. Oh man.
Cause this midsummer is gonna be fucking interesting.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for August. Yeah. Yeah, folks, we did it to the 3 hour mark. Okay, I'm about to shut this down. Any words, or are you good?
Nah, I'm good.
You good? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Just like the
good.
title said, celebrities and YouTubers. YouTuber.
Pay
I'm a
attention,
smoke.
celebs. You may learn something or two.
Right. Yeah.
The shit ain't easy.
hmm It ain't easy. Yeah, I'm about to shut this down. So,
All right,
catch
brother,
you on the
man.
next one. All right, man.
Until the next time. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, I just like to thank people that came out. Absalom Bianchi, Sir Anthony, Tone Malone. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Renaissance Chick, Big Thug. Who else came through? CG3, great convo, man, on the panel. New. We'll talk later, bro. Yeah. So with that, I just want to say, hold on. I'm kind of getting loose right now. Okay. So with that, I want to say peace. Oh, let me. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom.